listening to the dopest. It's him. 108 dragon, stay in the latest fashion. You think it's a game till we start clashing. War zone where I'm from, bullets like magic. 2K on your head, that's a backstep. I could put a E&D to all you lanes, whether outside or in the crib. On the game, limit tech with the best system. PlayStation for the staycation, Nintendo Switch for your wisdom. New level, whatever you want, you been on it. It's only one way to support it, binge on it, never lag. Whip your ass with hella swag. Keep a cigar lit, I'm the victor with the class. You thinking you can toy with limit tech when you boys been how you breaking your joystick? Who been feeding you poison? If you win your fort tonight, tune in to the Brooklyn night forecast and 108 dragons.
Finish him!
Shield is down. I'm in position and ready for immediate assault.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that size. Not on your own.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
to the dopest. It's him. 108 dragon, stay in the latest fashion. You think it's a game till we start clashing. War zone where I'm from, bullets like magic. 2K on your head, that's a bag sip. I could put a END to all you lanes, whether outside or in the crib. On the game, limit tech with the best system. PlayStation for the staycation, Nintendo Switch for your wisdom. New level, whatever you want, you been on it. It's only one way to support it. Binge on it, never lag. Whip your ass with hella swag. Keep a cigar lit, I'm the victor with the class. You thinking you can toy with limit tech when you boys been? How you breaking your joystick? Who been feeding you poison? If you win your fort tonight, tune in to the Brooklyn Night Forecast and 108 Dragons.
Yo, what's good, people? We are back in this motherfucker. It's a great week of gaming. I got to get my boy in the show, man. We got a big clap sighting. Jesus Christ. Welcome back, son. How you been? What's going on with you?
I've been good, man. You know, taking care of the health. Everything I need should be all right now. Giving them a push. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's been good. Let's have a good show.
You came back on a good goddamn day, too. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Oh, I know it's a lot.
Yeah, you came back on a good day. People, we got a lot of topics. And
too many.
No, we don't have too many. We're going to get you to 2 shut up. So shut up. Let's start that early. Silence.
It's always me. Why am I the one who's called out for shit?
Because you always.
I feel like it's intensified when I'm here, bloody. You know,
yeah, I know. Please, don't even get them started. What's good?
That's
Good to
because
see
me and you can actually
Bloody.
go back and forth.
Yo,
What the fuck?
I haven't. Yo, you know what's crazy? I haven't used the mute button yet, but I think I'm gonna test it out on you. I swear I'm gonna do it today. I swear. I swear. Don't
and
drink
you know
no
what?
fucking Red Bull. No, see, shut up.
You're the one who's going. You know
God
what?
damn it. Good to have you back, Big Cloud. Good to see you. And you came back on the right goddamn week. It's crazy. We got this dude, man. I tried to make him a Phantom member. He said, who, me? I'm Phantom member. Phantom member? I can't do Phantom member. Because, I sound like buckwheat in this mother. It's my man, Deadly X.
What's good, everybody? Same old.
What you been playing, son? How you been?
Well, I've been playing League of Legends. That's all I play. I don't play nothing else. That's it. I mean, I switch up on certain games. It was one game on Game Pass I wanted to play, but other than that, it's just been League of Legends mostly. So
okay, this man.
We got new blood in the house.
This man needs no introduction, but he might need some oxygen. It's my little man from Texas. Texas. Bloody Knuckles. What up, Bloody? Keep it short. Nah, I'm playing.
Stop it. Put a hex on you with them rings, man. Don't stop.
I was like, I'm about to pull a Danhausen on you, motherfucker.
That ass.
Oh, Lord.
I'm here to talk when I'm apparently asked to speak. Other than that, I'm going to be a consummate professional. I'm going to just be sitting here.
That'll be a first.
Wow.
Crazy work.
All right.
That's
I see how it's going to be.
Oh,
Every time,
yeah.
you know what? It's funny. I was like, it's every time we get a new guest, he wants to be even more hard
He's
on me.
not new.
Like,
Deadly ain't
anytime we have a guest, I was like, every time we bring someone on, you're always pointing out me specifically.
When we got
but
a
when
lot
it's
of
just me and
topics.
you, yeah. But when it's just
Well,
me
listen,
and you, or
you
it's
can
3 of
talk
us, you
all
say,
day when it's
you're
me
like,
and
go,
you, we
yeah.
got
You
30
like,
topics.
bloody, fill out the time. We need more. But as soon as someone else shows up, it's like, shut the hell up.
I never said that.
Nah. See,
I would
see,
not ask
see
you
how
to
it
do
is?
that because I don't have to ask. I know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know what? Shout out
see?
to my man,
You see?
Bloody, man.
Wow.
Cállate. This man need no introduction. And this weekend, he took the time off from kidnapping your chick to kidnapping your auntie. The woman slayer, a.k.a. Scrub to the Nurse. Yo, son, what up? What's good with you?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Glad to be here. We got some great topics, and we got Deadly here. We got everybody here. We're gonna have us a good time. We got Bit here.
Cloud. That's right. My
That's what I'm
boy's
saying.
back.
So we gonna, and then we gonna keep a tally of how many times Lemon say Big Cloud versus 8-bit versus other bits.
Wow.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
interesting.
I think I've been gone long enough from not screwing up these streams.
Wow. That's crazy word.
But it's
Like
good.
Wow.
Yeah,
No,
glad to
3-bit.
have everybody with us. It's gonna be a good show. Shout out to the replay gang. We can't do it without y'all. Make sure to like and subscribe, share it out. Feel free to say something in the chat. Throw a membership up in there if you want to. We appreciate it all. Uh-oh.
You know, I updated the stream deck. It didn't give me no problems until just now. You know what I think it is? It might
Did we
be
start that GoFundMe?
No. We don't need no GoFundMe's around here. That's for dudes that can't pay for their meals at PAX. Oh, boy, we're getting it.
We're getting messy already.
Still talking spicy. You gotta keep your mouth.
I think it's it might be the OBS
Silent.
when we live.
Silent. Only people who can afford their own room are allowed to speak.
Wow.
Silent. 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 Silent.
I went for the kill
Silent. 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 Silent.
I play a limb.
Silent.
Silent.
It's not really a kill shot if they're already Silent. Silent.
We got Ice
Silent.
in the chat.
Silent.
Silent.
Silent. Stop right there. Stop right there. They can't hear nothing on the Silent. Silent. Chad's already saying they can't hear nothing. Silent.
Whatever you
Silent. Yeah, all your sound bites. Silent.
They said they can't hear nothing but the sound.
Silent. Silent. They can't hear anything. Silent. 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 Silent.
Man, we fall in the apart like Concord.
Yo,
God
wow.
damn.
He's sick.
Yo,
He's
can
sick.
y'all hear now?
11 days.
We can't hear you.
Oh man, it's safe.
Whoa. You gotta calm down there, guard. I was like, it's not high enough
The
yet.
sound bite is overpowering. All of y'all same thing happen. Yeah, it's not me, son. It's the goddamn stream deck. I don't know. We hear you now. I don't know what's going on with this goddamn thing, man. I think it's the plugin for OBS. That's what I think it is. I think I have to update it to do something. But something is going on with this stream deck. Let me unplug
They
it.
said it's okay now. They say it's good
'cause
now.
I ain't do anything.
Okay. That's crazy. Man.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
No more sound effects for the show today.
No, you got sound effects. What are you talking about? We got that. Listen, man, let's get it cracking, man. Let's get it started early. Wow, this is why I'm gonna have to do everything manually until I get this thing cracking. Let's start here, man. Hold on. Bandai Namco has formed a joint venture, mostly Nintendo basically taking over Bandai Namco. They are absorbing 80% of Bandai Namco Studios in Singapore on April 1st, and the other 20% will go to Nintendo Studios and Singapore. Big Cloud, man. This is crazy. I mean, nobody had an uproar. Nobody had an FTC filing, no CMA filings. How you feeling about this Bandai Namco? Yo, listen, how is this Bandai Namco stuff gonna work out? Because you know Bandai Namco is a third-party company. So will we be getting Bandai Namco games on other platforms, or is Nintendo pulling Nintendo strings?
You know, that's a good question. I mean, we just lost Harada for Bandai Namco. Remember, he was part of Tekken. I might have also played a factor into that. But as far as the situation is concerned, to go to your point, yeah, no, there was no outrage at all. There was no uproar. Everybody just swept it under the rug. Nobody cared, which is kind of funny. As far as the game though, like or the studio, it's funny because Sony just got out of like owning Evo or becoming like a main, supporter of Evo, and it got bought by another company as well. And so to see that happen as well in the midst of this is like, where does Tekken future lie?
Mm-hmm.
What's up with Tekken? Is Tekken still available on other platforms? I would hope so. I hope they would do nothing stupid. I try to lock that to Nintendo only. But as far as the decision to get it, I mean, will Nintendo even fund any of the other IPs from them? We shall see. I mean, we shall see. Honestly, I don't really know about that, but I ain't gonna sit here and act like Bandai Namco was dropping a whole lot of shit outside of like Tekken that people really gave a shit about.
Mm-hmm.
They wish they haven't been, but we'll see. But nah, it's something. It's definitely different. It just goes to show anything can happen right now in this industry, and a lot has happened in record time. I think a lot of people just need to be mindful, open, and just expect more changes. That's really what it is.
Facts. Deadly, man, talk to me, man. I don't know how good this or bad this is because Nintendo is a selfish entity company and they keep all their shit in house. They're definitely not going to Microsoft and Sony route with sharing games. So how's this gonna work out for games like Tekken, like BitCloud said?
I'm not gonna say nothing too bad about Nintendo because they will sue the hell out of you just for talking and having an opinion. I'm just saying, like I've seen a lot of YouTubers say something about. I think that's why a lot of people are not saying anything about Nintendo just because they'll knock on your door like Amazon same day delivery. So I'm just gonna keep it real short and simple. Like I don't mind. I just hopefully they put it on like different games how it used to be, but they might start getting greedy and be like, all right, everything's gonna just be for us, and that's that. And I love Nintendo. Don't knock on my door. I ain't got nothing for you.
You like that? You like that 360p screen share? You like that? Why? You like that 360p, brother?
Look, I'm just saying, man.
Look at the 720.
I don't want to say too much about Nintendo because I know how they get down, man. Look, they different, but I think because of that, a lot of people kind of like they tippy toe what Nintendo does like to say certain stuff, but
yeah,
hopefully it don't get that way. So
yeah.
Bloody, man, talk to me. How you feeling about this, man? Are you worried? That they're gonna mishandle this situation?
Why am I worried about them acquiring a support studio? Everyone's talking like it's a big thing. Singapore doesn't do anything. They're literally just help as a support studio only on 2 titles. They help out on Soul Calibur and they help out on Ace Combat. Outside of that, they did a mobile game for the Taiko no Tatsujin. This isn't a big thing that everyone's thinking. It's not going to affect Tekken. It's not going to do anything. It's literally just them getting a support studio.
I mean, they just took a big chunk out of the company, which is that purchase.
Even with taking a big chunk out of the company, it's still a fact that it's a support
on
studio.
The board, that's what I'm saying. They're in that conversation. They could influence decisions.
They took 80% of this one particular studio. That's what I'm saying. Is that Singapore is only a support studio? Yeah, mm-hmm. I was like, they're not anything.
So you're saying it's like they're not like part of the main pie, basically.
No. Their biggest thing is that they make a mobile title, which is of Taiko no Tatsujin, which is their drumming mobile title, and they worked as a support studio to help out on Ace Combat 7 specifically and Soul Cal 7. So outside of that, they don't do anything besides just helping out when they're needed as extra. So this is them just taking up a studio that isn't being utilized for their own projects to whatever Nintendo's going to do with them, which is probably just going to be taking a support studio to be another support studio.
Yeah, let's be 100% honest. The question that would be tagged to that is what exactly would they do, you know what I mean, with this studio with their
And
IPs or just with their ecosystem? What exactly? What they
and
do?
that's the real question is what
Yeah.
are they going to be doing with Nintendo? And the biggest
Right.
thing is probably the fact that they might help them out on making mobile titles out of some of their titles. Like Splatoon can be made into a mobile title somehow, some way, because if they can find a way to make it monetized, they're going to make it monetized. That's just the Nintendo way.
Right.
We already have a Mario game that's a mobile title. I was like, I'm surprised we haven't seen some sort of Zelda mobile title that they can take advantage of. Splatoon is perfect for them. I was like, they will do anything they can to make money. And one is the biggest way to do that, mobile games. So why
Right.
not take a support studio that's known for making mobile games? This isn't a big thing at all. It's just the fact that they're like, oh, they're buying the studio at 80% almost all the way and going to acquire the other 20% later. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Good point.
Wow.
Tackle.
Well,
All right, right back.
Tackle that. All right. Tackle that. Scrub.
Well, before we get started, I'm gonna do a shout out. We got Bunty with 5108 Dragons gifted memberships. We appreciate that. If you did get one of those gifted memberships, please make sure you say thank you to Bunty out there. And Legendary Yobi, member for 17 months, says, peace, love, life. I love you all day. Let's go.
Shout out to Bunty, man. Enough shots fired for you. Thank you, son. I appreciate that. We definitely appreciate it here.
Yeah, we appreciate it. But what I would say is, I mean, isn't that how all things start, with just a tip? And then, you know, it get a little bit more as we go, and everybody go, oh no, that's nice. We having a good time. And then by the end of the day is Netflix and chill. And Netflix saying, hey, do you still want to watch this show? And you know, you never know. Nintendo might be just starting with this one company. Bandai Namco could be saying, all right, this is support studio. Let's see if we all enjoy this. And it works for everyone. And if it works for everyone, maybe later on down the road, to do a little bit more. I mean, that's how Tencent started with all their company acquisitions and gaining shares of all these companies, little bit at a time, and then all of a sudden they own 40% of your studio. So I'm not saying Nintendo's starting a hostile takeover, but it is interesting. You're in the same area. You get some of the same gamers. Bandai Namco and Nintendo are the biggest names over in the East. So why not? And just see how it goes. Like Bloody said, it's just a support studio right now. So 80% of a support studio is like 2% of all of Bandai, maybe. So we'll see how it goes. It is interesting that these teams are deciding to come together, though.
All right. Well, I don't got no piece on it. I don't got no take. Just wanted to bring that up. But let's get into the nitty gritty. Nintendo is suing the U.S. government for wrongdoing about these high-ass tariffs. Being that they had to raise the price of their consoles, even the Nintendo Switch. Deadly, talk to me, man. How you feeling about that?
Now, I talked about Nintendo just suing people left and right. That's fine. Now, this situation, it makes sense. I totally get it. But other than that, like, I don't have too much say on that. I mean, I don't even want to talk about the president, but it is what it. This whole topic. Tell somebody, I don't know. Go to the next person.
It's messy. It's messy.
It's a lot, but
All
they
right,
got every right to do it. I'll say that.
That's goddamn right they do, because they messing with our goddamn our hobbies, man.
Right.
We got another member chat, and from my man J Mac, Great Beards in the building. Xbox better, Xbox butters. Shout out to you, bro. Good to have everybody here. Yo, listen, I'm gonna pull up. Let me tell y'all know my account got hacked on Twitter, so I'm gonna show. Yo, this thing acting crazy. Let me just unplug this thing, because it's just pulling up. It's just pulling up different special effects. It's wilding. But what the hell? Oh, I got hacked, so I'm gonna be posting during the course of the show, whether you're watching now or later. Appreciate y'all to go follow my Instagram, not Instagram, my
Twitter
handle. Wow, I meant to put that on loop. So I'll be popping it up so people can catch it. Go over there. And I got a giveaway. I'm giving away Crimson Desert. So that's going to be the month giveaway. And after I get back from PAX, somebody just emailed me just now. Look at that.
I just started me a fake account so I could win that Crimson Desert.
So I'll be giving away Crimson Desert.
I ain't even thinking about that. I might have to make a couple burner accounts.
I gotta get it. I gotta get it, man.
Subscribe on the channel, follow and share on X, and that's how you are entered. Appreciate everybody who will be entering now or later. And with that being said, Scrub, man, they suing United States government.
Well, yeah, the Supreme Court just made it real easy because they just had a ruling on the court saying that the president tariffs were not constitutional, and they were saying how they shot it down, and they were saying the next step would be to pay restitution to the people who were given these tariffs. Here's the hard thing. For all the people that went to Walmart or and wherever store, or you ordered something for overseas, it's going to be damn near impossible for the government to pay everything to everybody personally. But to a big company like Nintendo, if they sue, this could be an easy way for them to get however amount of money. I guess they can see and show how much stock we shipped over here, how much was purchased by whatever company to hold that stock to it's sold to people. So they might have a chance. And even if they sue them and don't win, maybe they can have a settlement outside of court where they get a little bit of money. Either way, I think they should go for it because they weren't constitutional. And why not try it? It's one of those things. Hey, if you've been hurt by, whatever company, when they say, all right, Monsanto has been spraying stuff all over your food. If you live in this area, you might get just compensation, just rewards for damages. Why not try it? Because it's not like they would get $5 back. This would be in the thousands and millions of dollars. So go for it.
Somebody need to slap the United States government in the mouth. That's how I'm feeling right now. But we don't get to that $5 P lump. He said, I been knew that was buying them. I forgot to talk about. Shut your ass up, Fat Joe. I knew that. Pick me. Goddamn P lump with the gracious $5 super chat. I been knew that they was buying them. I forgot to talk about it on my show. But I'm worried about Dragon Ball Z and all those games I like to play. Yeah. But, Bloody said they're a support team, so let's just hope they don't start messing around with the bag, because Nintendo is definitely about Nintendo. Bloody, man. Nintendo suing.
They in the right for this one. They absolutely should. I was like, he didn't want to say it. I'll say it. Fuck the government. Fuck what they were trying to do. I was like, they got called out on it. Everyone's calling them out on it. Pay up. That's it.
Simple, easy. Okay, bloody. I get your emotions behind that. So we're gonna keep it pushing, man. Hold on, I gotta make. I don't know what I did. I know what I did, but nope. Oh yeah, let's go to this, man. Former executive reveals she was kicked out after refusing to put on a bathrobe at GDC. Yo, this is crazy. Yo.
I seen that. You know what's so crazy? I actually seen that video on YouTube before it actually came out. That was nasty work.
I don't know. I don't know if it's true. But you know what's crazy? We know what they did to Sarah Barn. They didn't agree. She broke out. All right, she chose not to work underneath somebody who she got stepped over, and she's supposed to take over. Right? But this situation here, why y'all wasn't talking about this before? Now you trying to say they're having Activision problems over there at Microsoft with the women? Because what does putting on a bathrobe got to do with gaming? Let's go to you, Deadly, man. Let's go, because I don't know how
So
much validity his story has.
I forgot the lady name, but I'm actually subscribed to, and I actually seen that video before I guess it would hit breaking news and all that other stuff. But I remember her talking about it, and for me, it's just like it kind of reminds me of Hollywood, how Cat Williams talk about how the industry is, and it's like every company, even we talk about Activision, they have that dark side, and for me, it's just like I'm not shocked about it. It's not like a shocking situation, but it's like you said, why am I putting on a robe if it's about games? What are we doing it?
Right.
So it don't make no sense. And like, I'm happy that Phil Spencer did save her, because she said how Phil Spencer saved her. And like, because she didn't put that robe on, it kind of ended her career, where it was just, well, they tried to end her career, but that was that. But that's weird. I don't know. Like, I don't know how true it is, because it's like when certain stuff come out like years later, it makes it kind of like sketchy. But I understand why she probably didn't come out, because come on, it's Microsoft. It's a big company. It's you versus a big company. Who's gonna believe that? Nobody.
I mean, but it starts somewhere. You are in a position where you might become rich.
That's a fact.
I think I'm gonna talk up.
I just think like when it comes to like certain stuff, like even with like Tiger Woods, you know how like years later, even with like a Bill Cosby situation, where victims come out years later, like this is what happened. For me, it's like, why you didn't talk about this next week or the week after? Because now it's gonna, but then it's like you're going against a machine. You're not gonna win against a machine. Right. So it's like it's a lose-lose situation, but I'm kind of happy that she's talking about it. But it's nothing that we didn't know,
Okay, Bloody man, talk to me. What do you think about this Robezilla?
It's disgusting. I was like, the fact is, like he mentioned, this, it doesn't matter what industry you're in, this happens.
Mm-hmm.
We know. You want to talk about things? I was like, look at everything that came out in Hollywood after the whole Me Too and Harvey Weinstein. How every major player in the game, big, small, no matter what, had to talk about what they had to sacrifice. And a lot of people had to sell themselves to get to where they were, and many of them regret it. This was someone who was not going to do that when it was a whole totally different situation. But it don't matter what industry you're in, there comes a point where someone's going to have more power or control and try to take that from you. She was lucky that Phil's the kind of guy that he is and stepped up for her. But like he said, when you try to go against the machine, it's hard to fight back on that. And it's sad that that's the world that we live in, but it's unfortunate, but it's the case. Don't matter whether it's music, movies, TV, tech, gaming, all of it runs the same way.
Okay. So now we're going to keep it pushing, man. BitCloud stepped away. I'm going to say this. Like I said last night on another show, my man P-Lump show. There's not enough women in gaming that come out and speak or have titles or hold big jobs or make the needle move for men to be so disgusted. Just in general. Not that this is a factual situation, I don't know. But you hear a lot of crap in these video games when women come in the rooms. Especially that goddamn Call of Duty. So that's why a lot of times they just play the games and they don't talk. And you should be more welcoming. They're all gamers. It's not male and female. It's gamers. You know what I'm saying? No matter your religion, your culture, or your background, it's gamers. And you see things happen around the world, and hopefully it works out for. I still don't see. It didn't make sense, the story to me, because of where she said she was going down with this at. Like, wear a robe to do what? Make a presentation? Like, I still don't get it, but something happened.
Nah, that's some after party stuff right there.
Right. Something happened, but I wish her the best, man, and people just got to do better at the end of the day. People just got to do better. Now, let's talk about this company here. Shift Up wants out. Now, Stellar Blade took about 3 months on PlayStation to sell 1 million copies. I recently picked it up. It's going to be part of my Super X review. The game runs excellent on PC, averaging about 100 frames, ultra settings, It's a nice running game, but the studio said they want to step out from underneath the umbrella of Sony. Deadly. That means that they're gonna be financing their own games. Now, this game did very well on PC for console to PC port, but how you feeling about this company, man? Taking the switch, saying they want their own like.
Every time I think of Stella Blade, I think of that one situation when they had a petition because she wasn't like half naked and everybody's the videos. I still got them on my PC because they super funny as hell. You just had a bunch of dudes horny as
that's
hell.
why
talking.
you still got it on your PC.
Well, no, I only got the videos of the guys talking about, yo, we need to get Stella Blade naked. These guys was looking like straight up Pornhub VIPs, and I'm like, bro, like log off. It's not that deep. If you play games, you play games. But like this is a good thing for Stellar Blade because Sony like doing a lot of just shaky stuff, and for me, Xbox is not Sega. They always keep because guess what? They got more money than Sega, so they think they could just bully their way and just all right, hey, we're gonna fund your game and we just gonna make it our own. So they like, nah, we're gonna start, Shift Up want to make their own games and probably take it like they talked about, I guess, putting it on other, systems and all that. They don't want to just be on PlayStation because sometimes when you make a good game, you want it everywhere because Stellar Blade was supposed to be on Xbox. And here we are now. So it's a lot of sucker stuff that I don't like when it comes to the gaming industry. But like I get it now, but like in the beginning, they was funding them, Sony gave them that bag and it was like, all right, now we out. So I'm kind of happy that this whole situation is going on. So for me, it's a good thing because all gamers get to play it, not just PC, not just PlayStation, maybe Xbox, and maybe Nintendo. So,
Bloody, talk to me, man. What we doing? How you feeling about this? Shift Up.
Honestly, I was like, they should. I was like, we're seeing that a lot of devs won out from being held to it. Why? They're limiting their sales. Yeah. When it was still under Project Eve, they wanted to put it on every platform. They sold this deal, and now what? Almost a year, 2 years later, it's still exclusive. I was like, and they're not seeing continuous sales. That's just loss of money and potential revenue. The thing is, Shift Up has money, just probably not the money that they could have. But people got to fail to remember and don't understand is that Shift Up was a mobile developer for the longest time. They made Destiny's Child, which was the precursor before they made Nike, Goddess of Victory, which is probably one of the most successful gacha mobile titles out there right now. They have money. They're starting to see that this deal may not have been the best for them, and they want to start self-publishing because it gives them more freedom. We saw the same thing happen with Yoko Taro and Square Enix with everything that happened with Nier Automata. And now look at that game. It's celebrating its 10th year anniversary, and it's sold how many millions of copies as soon as it got out from underneath that exclusivity period?
Mm-hmm.
Shift Up and what they have with Stellar Blade can do the same thing if they just have the right momentum, have the right drive, and are able to get away from that contract. And honestly, they should do that. I was like, Stellar Blade is a fun game. It's got great action. It's enjoyable. I was like, and no matter what you say, whether you care for titillation or not, I was like, Shift Up has always made great female designs because they have very talented female artists who create these characters. And that's across all their games. They know how to make stuff that appeals to both women and men with their designs, but also make stuff that's actually really fun to play. So honestly, they should get away from the exclusivity. I think a lot of players or a lot of companies are starting to realize that exclusivity things are not the same way that it was 2 decades ago.
Yeah, that's big facts. As far as this is what happens when a smaller team makes a great game and they can make more money from it. The fact that it could go to PC and get the following that it does, helps them make the money that they need to be free from some. A lot of these smaller dev teams, they go into exclusivity to make sure that their game can get out, to make sure they have enough money to be able to produce it and give the gamers what they need, and they're not sure that they have enough to cross the finish line. So for them to go to PC and get the following it does, it just puts them from underneath that problem. Like it was said, we learned already You would have thought Square Enix would have learned this years ago, but they finally said that's enough. We are going to go all platforms from now on. You got other companies that are doing the same thing. It's just when you're a smaller company and you don't have the bigger budgets, sometimes you end up doing that just so you can make it through. So I'm happy for them that they're able to do this. A lot more people can play the game. Like I said, as far as this game specifically, it was more people bought it on PC than on the console. So it was like, look at all that time that it was just exclusive to the console when they might have lost sales because people were waiting to play the game, but then couldn't play the game because it was stuck mainly on the console. So I'm all for a company to being free from having to be a third-party publisher until they get enough money. Now, if it was some, bought by PlayStation or bought by Nintendo or Xbox, that's a different thing. But when you're a company like this, I'm glad that they got the success that they did.
Okay. BitCloud, man, shift up the made Stellar Blades, and they want to take it to the streets on their own, man. They want to get that corner to themselves. Talk to me.
Yep.
How you feeling about that shift from Shift Up?
Well, remember how many units of PS5s are there?
100 million.
There's 100 million, 90 million, 100 million. I think it was like
That's
90,
what they
right?
say. A lot of folks say 100 million. Yeah.
All right, so let's just go with your number, 100 million. The game only sold 2 million on PS5. Within the first 3 days on Steam, it did over 1 million.
2 million is not a good attach rate. It need to be higher than
100
that.
million people.
Over
Well,
2
That
years.
shit's bad as hell.
Look at Astrobot. Astrobot was game of the year, and it had a smaller attach rate. So
You know what's
Alrighty.
funny? You know what's funny about that though? If we would reverse this, we take the Sony branding, the logo off of it, we put that Xbox logo,
it's
we
gonna
ask the
die.
same question.
The game is dead.
It's dead.
Yeah, we already knew that. Yeah.
Welcome back, BitCloud. God damn.
This is the shit. This is shit you deal with. But it is what it is. But no, them going multi-platform, just like every fucking body has gone multi-platform, is not only the best decision for them, it's the best decision for gamers in general. Why? Wait for it. You have actually maybe Bloody can know the answer to this. You have what, Bloody?
Repeat the question real quick for me.
Oh God, you're fired. This is the best decision because everybody has options. Everybody.
Oh
can
yeah,
play this
there's always
fucking game.
options.
Mm-hmm.
With multiple options, this game can reach multiple players. Newer players be interested in this shit, and guess what? More sales. And remember, it goes back to striking when the iron is hot.
Right.
The game is good, engaging, and fun. Those games are the recipe. That have that recipe are the ones that are bound for success and for attach rate. It's that simple. You need a good example? Look at Helldivers 2. Was it game-changing? No. It was a fun and addictive game. And that sold it because of simplicity. That's it. That's what the industry should have been focusing on for 6 years. But we got more TV shows and everything. It's crazy. But anyway, I'll leave that for another topic when we switch to it. But as far as them going that multi-platform, it's the best decision. And I'm happy to see that. They're gonna sell game busters. Just look at Resident Evil 9. Resident Evil 9 did over 5 million, and the game just came out already. It broke the highest. It broke the highest debut for the franchise in Steam history, and it's only going to continue. And Capcom even knows and has acknowledged that the PC community it can't be refuted anymore. It can't be denied. But good.
Okay. I'm going to say this, man. Third parties, companies that's third parties that make their games exclusive are meatheads. But as a smaller developer, you got to get your foot in the door. You got to show that you can make a good game. You got to prove.
Right.
And you don't have the budget. So, they took the path. They didn't take the check now. They saying, all right, we did what we did, and now we got to go. We're going to put our games everywhere. So I guess Stellar Blade Part 2 will be on Xbox. Oh, I know it's going to be on Helix.
You want to know what the funny thing about it is? People fail to see that this happens every time. Because look at what happened with Death Stranding. Look at what happened with Black Myth Wukong. Look at what happened with Baldur's Gate 3, and hell, even look at Helldivers. Like I mentioned last week, when your own developers are saying, no, we need to put this on more platforms, and y'all are refusing to do that, you're only hurting yourself. I was like, and you create these developers that have to spin this false narrative. Look at what happened with Black Myth Wukong and what happened with Baldur's Gate. They say, oh, blame it on this console, blame it on that console, blame it for this reason, blame it for that reason, when everyone can look at what's going on and be like, this is obviously a lie. And you're going to make the people who would be interested in this thing turn on these developers because they had to spend this past year spinning whatever tail you want them to spin because that's what you're requiring of them.
I mean, we seen it with Bungie and Destiny. Bungie said, "Yeah, you can buy us, but we still gonna be third party."
Yeah, Bungie somehow they had the power to do that, and I'm pretty sure at this point, Sony's regretting the fact that they gave them that option with everything. But the fact is that Black Myth Wukong, what they say, they had said that it wasn't going to be on Xbox because of issues with the Series S, and exactly a year later, day to date, there was no issues. And then the same thing was what people were trying to say on why Baldur's Gate was launching later on Xbox, when realistically they were changing a feature that wasn't running properly that they later said. And then they ended up saying, oh yeah, because of this console, we were able to discover an even better issue that they were able to correct and add new features on for everyone else. It's like, y'all try to spin it into something that it is when it's not. And sometimes you're trying to turn the community on either a dev or another platform for whatever reason, because you think it's going to make everyone flock to you, when half the time it just turns people sour to that project all the way around.
All right. First of all, let me give a shout out to somebody in the chat. Stay safe, Pod, man. I appreciate you stopping by. It's greatly humbling, man. Yeah, I try to make my rounds. When I see good people doing good podcasts, I stick around. I super chat. I have a good time with these people, and I talk to them. So that's just something. Your podcast was definitely entertaining and definitely was right up my alley. But appreciate you for stopping by. It's greatly humbling, man. Greatly humbling. This community is amazing. We had some real community highlights to show up this week, but we got so many topics. I ain't gonna even stuff to show, but I'm gonna save some stuff for next week, because we got some real comical things that this community is definitely courageous. Now I want to talk about this real quick. It's no longer a rumor. We know we're gonna have this God of War spinoff. Now, Kratos is the reason I pretty much. Yo, what up, my guy over there, Raheem, over there on Facebook? Good to see you. Got that chat working. Appreciate you, brother. I don't know if I want to play as my man Kratos' dead wife.
Oh, you're sexist. There it comes.
Nah, I want, listen, you drink beer, you sleep with women, you kill gods. That's Kratos.
Don't say that too loud. You forgot about the remake. I might remove that. But, all right.
But
I'm just saying that might be going, brother.
Listen, this is what you do, right? This is what you do, right? You have trained our minds to be slayers of gods. I'm not excited for this game. Not because it's a female game, because I play a ton of them. I just bought one, Stellar Blade on PC for my Super X review. I'm gonna go to the PlayStation connoisseur himself, Mr. Big Cloud. Please, maybe you got a better outlook on this, but I'm not trying to shoot stuff before it comes out, because I'm not really like a doom and gloom person, but I'm really not excited for this.
You know what it is, man? You know what it is, honestly? It's not the fact that you're not just looking forward to it. It's the fact that for the longest time, there's a lot of speculation for Cory Barlog making, they kept saying new IP. And if y'all remember in old interviews, he talked about wanting to make a Silent Hill game. He talked about wanting to make Mandalorian. He was throwing a lot of ideas for games that he wanted to make. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we finally get the reveal, and it's like, okay, instead of you guys going forward, you're going backwards. So it's like, yeah, no, I get it. A lot of people just like burnt out for seeing the same thing over and over and over again. Listen, people didn't like Atreus, even when they aged him up and gave him kind of like Doctor Strange level abilities in a sense. People didn't like Atreus. People like, oh well, she might be different because she gives him the Leviathan axe and all this stuff. It's like, bro, I don't care. It's like, you know what I'm saying? In a sense, you're just trying to tell the story of the Leviathan axe. We don't care. Why are we moving forward? You're about to launch a new console soon, and you're still latching on to this IP in this particular way, as opposed to giving people something new. But nah, it's not. There's nothing exciting about it at all. I'm just not excited for it. The fact that I'm more excited in a sense for the God of War, trilogy remake kind of says it all. But at the same time, I'm also worried about the God of War trilogy remake. I don't know if y'all heard about the details. Y'all probably talked about them, but they said new camera system, new combat system. When I heard that, I immediately thought third person over the shoulder. I was thinking God of War 2018 slap of paint to it. I was thinking stuff like that. I'm like, no, you know what I'm saying? No, we don't need that. And the fact that TC Carson's coming back and replaying the character and revoicing and redoing all his lines, that kind of alludes to the fact that it's like, yo, they are not just repackaging the same thing. No, they're legit doing everything over. So a lot of characters in that game might obviously not going to sound the same because it's a different actor, but they're changing everything. They're changing the core of it. So yeah, no, I'm just more annoyed. I'm annoyed as hell. I don't want to see another God of War with another character. People damn near had a damn seizure when they thought that Kratos was going to get killed off, and ironically, he was. I remember that in God of War 2018. They showed you the prophecy. He was going to die, and Atreus was going to be the world serpent or something like that. Didn't happen.
It better
they
not.
they chickened out in God of War Ragnarok. They chickened out.
Listen.
They told you a different story. He's the God of peace now. He went from God of War to God of peace.
They better not, because I'm not dying. I'm not playing with Atreus. I'm just saying, man. Let me get to this.
Yeah.
$1.99 super chat. Appreciate you. I was trying to bring up the booth babes, but hopefully this works, because my stream deck, man, is acting crazy. It keeps freezing. My man, it's Broke Boy says, "What up, all? Hope everyone is doing well. Yes, we are. Hopefully this video finds everybody in good health, good spirits, and good energy, man. Appreciate you. You was done, Bit?
I mean, no, I'm just saying, like, it just the whole ordeal, the whole conversation, it just like is deflating. You were expecting something new. We all were expecting something like brand new, something knock your socks off type of shit. Nobody wants to play his wife. Somebody cares.
Somebody shut off Legendary Yobi's mic. You
What'd he
want
say?
God of War universe to grow? It's time for Kratos to step aside. It's a game. You don't kill off Mickey Mouse, right? Do you kill off Tom and Jerry because they old? No. You just make new episodes, goddammit.
I mean, at this rate, to be honest with you, at this rate, no, hold on. To his point though, they essentially did kill Kratos. Y'all seen what they doing to him in the live action joint? Y'all seen that?
I'm gonna show
I
y'all
know
what
y'all seen the live
Kratos I
action.
want, man.
Y'all see the picture. What he look like?
That shit look crazy as hell.
No,
Bro,
but
they already killed him. You know what I'm saying?
straight
They
off of
already
Tubi.
killed him.
But they said that was
He
fake.
said Tubi.
They said
No,
that
it's
was
not.
that was fake.
It's legit.
I don't believe it.
It's legit.
Yo,
that was confirmed.
It's
Nigga,
legit.
That's legit.
I don't believe
That's
it.
gonna be on Tubi.
That's legit.
Can't wait to watch it.
This ain't
shit.
God of War. This is God of Tubi.
Oh Lord.
Well,
have
Powered by
mercy.
Intel, powered by bullshit. Right.
They're gonna do the. They about to do the reveal. It's like, bro, how you got, bro? How you?
Yeah,
got,
they trying to kill them all. Return the center. We don't.
That
want
ass
fuck
though.
that.
How y'all got
Yeah.
Amazon supporting this or funding this, but while Amazon at the same time,
Wait,
is
Amazon?
isn't it Amazon just funding it? Because they fund.
Look.
Yeah, because they fund the boys, right? Amazon, right? They
Yeah,
fund the boys. Yeah, it's Amazon. So how is Amazon funding this? And it looks like that, but they're also
Listen,
funding the boys. I know y'all
this-
seen the last trailer, the final trailer for the boys. Like, come on,
Listen,
it's night and day.
this is who I want to play Kratos. And Atreus, I want my
He done
man.
lost all that weight though. that man gonna kill himself. He's gonna die a very young death because of all that crap he's pumping into his system to get that big for that long.
Damn rock! You really put the rock on here? Oh god!
Yeah, that's what folks was doing.
That's
Yeah,
what I
but
want. Now tell me this wouldn't work for y'all?
No,
This wouldn't work?
no, because
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Dwayne only plays one character in every one of his
That's
He's
movies.
a
better in
fact.
comedies.
He's
He's better in
you know, you see it
comedies.
too. He only
Yeah.
plays one character
So
in
does
every
Ice
one of
Cube,
his
but we
damn
still
movies.
watch his movies. I don't want to hear that.
I don't.
No, I don't.
Are we
I
there
don't watch
yet?
this shit.
Don't nobody watch that
I don't
crap.
watch this
Hell.
shit.
Yo.
After what they did, listen, after what he did to Fast and the Furious and
Them
then,
teacher
and then
movies, yeah.
gassed up fucking Vin to do this bullshit with the last one, like, bro,
I wouldn't
no,
watch this shit on VHS. This
I
shit-
left that shit alone. I left it alone.
Well, you
He's
got to do
like,
extra work
guys,
to
check
watch
out
it on
this-
VHS now.
They was like, check out the Smash machine. I'm like, how about no?
Wow.
Get the shit off my screen. How about that? Watch no damn Smash machine.
Yo, listen,
I
man.
never
y'all not
thought
gonna
about
be,
that.
Y'all not gonna be talking about my man Kratos like this. This is a
Ain't no damn
Kratos driven
Kratos.
show.
Bro, I was like,
He's
you're
talking
better
about
off getting,
Rock.
you're better off getting Batista to play that character.
He done got
Batista's
small
old,
too. Because he said
Yes,
he's not putting in
but-
all that work.
Here's the thing, though. He doesn't need to be. He can be in the old style Kratos that we want. And the man is actually a talented
Have
actor.
you
unlike
seen
the
his size? He
You might want to
last
look
Guardians
at
of the
Batista now.
Galaxy. He
Yeah.
put on a suit because he said he's not tearing
He's
his
not
body
put-
up
yeah,
like
he's
that
not
to
putting
work
on
out
that.
anymore.
Yeah, I know. I've
So
seen him,
he-
but I'm saying that
he
he
is
can.
small.
I was like, the thing is that you can use any body double, whatever, but the fact is that he's still a better drama actor to fill that
No,
kind of
no,
role.
that's a
No,
fact.
he's
He
way
has
better at-
more.
that's
Yeah,
true.
he's definitely
Man,
has
at
more
this point,
range.
just get Tom Hanks. Fuck it.
He said Tom. Tom Hanks.
We need
might as well.
Batista for Gears of War. He can put on that Gears of War suit.
Oh, that would be
No,
fine.
that's true. Yeah.
Oh man.
But
Y'all-
before we keep going, I do want to say, send a shout out to Spartan6616 for sending out 5108 Dragons TV gifted membership. We appreciate you.
Man, that was
Thank you,
loud.
sir. Thank you.
That was loud. Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, no, Batista will never, ever look the same like he did before.
Yeah, you're not
Batista,
doing that.
Yeah.
He's
They need
getting
Tom
older.
Holland. They
He's
said
getting
Tom
older.
Holland for Atreus.
go to hell. Go to hell. Go to
Wow.
hell for that. For Tom Holland.
Tom Holland too old, but
He said Spider-Man for damn Trace.
He
Yo.
is a child.
You know what's crazy? I don't like him as Spider-Man. I don't like the
You
young.
bugging.
I
You
listen,
bugging.
listen
Come
to
on,
me.
I like him as
Hold on,
Spider-Man.
hold
He's
on. I'm
good.
gonna explain why.
good.
Hold on. It's not him.
good.
It's not him. I don't like the young, silly Spider-Man.
That's how Spider-Man is.
That's
He's
how
young and
Spider-Man
silly.
is.
I know. I
That's
didn't say
exactly
that.
what
Listen,
he is.
That's literally his character. He's a young and silly kid who
He
just
plays
has
it
powers.
perfectly.
and it's annoying.
So you hate Spider-Man.
I like.
Yeah, you hate Spider-Man.
No,
You
I
hate
like,
Spider-Man.
I like the grown college Spider-Man. I hate the teenage.
Even as a
Spider-Man.
grown college man, he did the same
Spider-Man started out in high school.
thing. Yeah, he started off in high school when he was like learning his powers, goofing off.
85% of his comics is him either in his late years of high school or early years of college.
And when he
I was
got
like,
into
there's
college,
only
he
been,
still was
there's been
himself.
all of like
Hey, listen.
4 major storylines where he's a young adult and you actually see him older.
I like grown ass Spider-Man. better.
Andrew Garfield
You-
did do a
that
good
is-
job.
That is
2 years
Andrew
ago. You're
Garfield,
right.
or you're gonna get that
He
with
was giving
Tobey
shit
Maguire's
to work
4.
with.
I
That's
was
the
like,
problem with
you're
Andrew.
talking either Back in Black, Secret Wars, or
You need
half
a
of those
Miles.
more darker story. I was like, and that's when he's like in his 30s or 40s. You're not gonna
Yeah.
get that anytime soon.
We need Miles Morales live action.
No, we don't.
We technically do. They did see. They did tease.
Don't
They
hate.
did tease.
Don't
You know
hate.
what?
Don't
It
hate.
don't matter.
They
I was like,
teased it.
because we're getting live action Spider Noir. That's all that matters right now.
I don't know how I feel about that shit.
No,
I'm
they
kidding,
did.
but
They did
I don't know how I
tease
feel
a
about it.
live action Miles Morales, but I don't think they're ever gonna do it. They
I don't
teased
know.
it
Spider Noir looking really
with
good.
the uncle and
You
the
know what
Prowler.
it is? It's Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage, the Spider Noir, is not really.
But he's
I don't
not. He's not the Spider-Man, is he?
He is.
I
yes,
thought
yes, he is.
Yes.
He's Spider Noir.
Nicolas Cage, the Spider, is no.
Yeah, he did the voiceover for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
he's
Yeah.
thought,
Spider Noir.
I thought he was just gonna be in the movie.
No,
he's
He
Spider.
he did
Man.
he
was in
voiced
the
the character.
cartoon
He voiced the
animated
character
version
in the
and the
animated
new movie.
movies,
Yeah.
and he's actually gonna play the live action
Yeah.
counterpart.
yep.
Jesus Christ! this
But the
dude
thing is that
old
he's
as
making
dog
it-
shit.
But you're not
But
gonna
here's
see
the
him.
thing.
He's gonna
I
have a
was like,
mask on.
Yeah,
This man
but the
so
thing
left
is,
his body. He said, "Jesus Christ, this man can't escape."
Yo,
why is it a
Shout
bad
out to
thing though?
Nicolas
It's
Cage,
literally
man.
gonna be
He's old.
it's gonna be
That motherfucker was
because of the
Superman
fact
too.
that it's a
He got
1930s
a
war
mask
style
on.
film.
He got
He's
a
gonna
mask
be
on.
gritty. He's gonna be aggressive.
so
It's
you
exactly
already
what you would
already
want.
advocate for it. Calm down. You even see?
I'm
the
trying to
movie.
tell you it's gonna be what you want, but apparently it's not what you want. Either
don't-
you're happy
I'm-
or you're not.
I mean, the way he's going into combat, it looks more like Batman in a sense, with like a Spider-Man aesthetic. I ain't gonna hold you.
And that's what Spider Noir is, though.
No, but remember, Spider Noir was more stealthy.
Yeah, he more like Batman than Superman.
Stealth Batman.
Yo, you wearing XR glasses? Big Cloud?
What's up?
You want to borrow mine? Somebody in the chat said you wearing. He thought you was wearing AR glasses.
Oh, it's my fucking monitor.
You can use mine. Don't worry. Here, use these. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
This guy.
Yeah, listen, man. Let's move on. Let's keep it pushing, man. Yo, man. I love my Xbox, but I'm gonna tell you, we gonna get into it deeper later.
It's dead.
But this is crazy, man. The uproar from the Xbox community to cancel current games going to PlayStation. Now, ain't no way in hell that they're gonna pass up on this money that they've been eating so well over there on that platform. And people are
go ahead.
People are basically, listen, get out your feelings, man. Yo, get out your feelings. This is gaming, but goddamn, I told somebody the other day, it was like, oh, Xbox is giving PlayStation the games. I don't feel like I need to be an Xbox no more. I said, technically, what have they truly given them? They sold them a 20-year-old Gears game. You got a last-gen Forza game. You're getting this one, too, but you got a last-gen Forza game. You got Halo, and everything else they got has pretty much been multi-plat, except the end of this month, they're getting South of Midnight. Great, fantastic, story-driven game. Excellent lore. What else they gave them? Sea of Thieves. Hi-Fi Rush.
Gears.
Yeah, old Gears.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is dudes tripping out about? Talk to me. Deadly X.
I mean, the thing about it is, I'm gonna just speak for myself. I'm a gamer. I want to play all the games. I don't care what console it is. It's just that. Like, I feel like it's a good thing. Don't try to double back now because you hear PlayStation saying, well, we're just gonna have Wolverine for just PlayStation. And they might try to switch up. I mean, they said that with Spider-Man. You've seen what happened. If that money starts switching, like, look, Sony they gambling right now. They look at the TV. Look what happened to their laptops. What happened to when they was competition with Sling TV and all that? What was it called? VTV. That flopped. It's a lot of stuff that flopped. So they're taking a gamble where it's like, hey, we sold 100 million consoles. Maybe, when Wolverine come out, and I think it's gonna sell a lot just because it's Wolverine. But other than that, like, I don't know why Xbox guys are like, man, we need to double back. And I can see maybe like if Blade come out, not like instantly put it over there, but look, Microsoft need money. They want money. The people that invest in Microsoft, they want money. It is what it is. Like, as me as a gamer, I want all gamers to play on every different platform. Like, it's just that. I want everybody to play. I'm not one of the type of people that want a console war and all that stuff like that.
Right.
I've been a PC gamer for years, so it's just, who cares? So,
right. All right. Big Cloud, talk to me, man. How you feeling about this?
That shit, at the end of the day, does it really bother you that more people get to play a fucking video game?
Nope.
No. Does it hurt your wallet that someone else gets to play a fucking video game?
Hell yeah. It's going to ruin my day.
Does it hurt your existence when you go home and do your 9 to 5 and come back and turn on your box? Does it hurt any of that shit that someone else is playing that game? No. It's the same thing goes with exclusives. The people hype up exclusives. They'll play it for like the first week or whatever, beat the game, and then guess what? They don't give a shit about it no more. They're off to something else. It's the same type of mentality. So as far as the situation goes, this just goes to show that more people care more about arguments than they do about the actual like hobby and the DNA that makes up gaming. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. Everybody, the thing is, people before the internet really blew this shit out of proportion with the whole exclusives thing, people failed to realize that everybody was just united back then in the 90s. Everybody played wherever the fuck they wanted to play. Nobody gave a shit about none of this. Nobody cared. Nobody was talking the way they talked about. Everybody just played the games. What if I told you we had a place, ladies and gentlemen? It was called Arcades. We all could play anything. Nobody bitched or complained about it.
Wow, what's that?
What a day! What a future that
Never
was.
heard of it.
But I look at it now, and just people are just still talking about this. People still want to argue about this, and I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, things have changed. The mentality, not just in the industry, but just the way the companies are seeing this. It's not the same.
Okay.
The old way of going about gaming will never go back. We're never going back. We're going forward, not backwards.
Well, I'm gonna say
the future is multi-platform.
Well, I'm gonna say this before you go. We crack jokes here. We have a good time, but when you start donating money, starting petitions, class action lawsuits, sending penis pics to developers.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, they were doing that.
He knows. He's being sarcastic. He knows.
I was like, they were doing that.
It's crazy. I didn't think you were gonna go that direction, man.
Here's the thing.
Hold on, let me finish. But this is the thing I want to say. Before dudes get so emotional, tied up. We've seen people on the internet have meltdowns over decisions of games. Complete meltdowns. You understand? And if gaming is controlling your life on that level,
you need to go outside.
I think you need to seek some help because there's other shit way more important than the hobby we got. It is your hobby. It's not supposed to control your life. I think they should start these meetings where they have these programs for people to sit down with these emotional ties to these games. This is ridiculous. Stop the madness, playing. All right, I'm gonna get to that before Bloody goes. But I just want to say that because you got people sending death threats, and this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous that people take it to the extent that they're taking it, and I'm like, who are you in your actual real life? Like, this is crazy, the stuff that we wake up on the internet and see, man. But let me get to this $5 super chat from my brother from another mother, a.k.a. Hollywood P. Lump, is in the building. And he graded a $5 super chat. Stop the madness. Play my damn theme song. I want to see that damn titty lady and go get my new dog. Oh, I go get my new dog on the 19th. It is time to turn up. Yo, this guy's crazy right here. This guy's crazy right here. He doesn't care what nobody says. You be on this podcast, he be wildin'. Y'all can't even drink right now. My stomach is hurting.
I got a lot of shit to say.
All right, that's enough. That's enough for you. That's enough for you, Mr. P Lump. Shout out to P Lump, man. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated, my brother. Always have a good time on the show. We be wilding over there. Eternal, what's good? I see you in the building. Cyber Gunter and music. And of course, Bold Alpha Wolf. My members is crazy. Let's get it cracking, y'all. Appreciate y'all. So, Bloody, you may continue.
I think you broke Bloody with that one.
Oh, I was simply gonna say something, but it wasn't important. I was simply trying to comment on what you were saying, but you told me to shut up, so I shut up.
I didn't say shut. I said let me finish. Don't be putting words in my. You know what, Bloody, take the floor. You good? I'm sorry. I'm fine.
I told you I already forgot what it was because I was trying to add on to what you were saying.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, Scrub.
Wow.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore because it keeps changing.
We talk about the Xbots going crazy, telling Microsoft to cancel the game
by Halo
to drop.
Oh, that stuff, right?
Yeah. Here's the thing.
I'll be right back. Keep going. I can hear y'all.
These folks, yeah. These folks are getting in and up to it. Listen, the same folks who were talking about Asha Sharma, and they were like, "Oh no, you done got rid of Phil. We got Asha Sharma." But then the second she said, "I want to go back to the old Xbox," and everything's on the table, and we might go back to 360 days. Then all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Yeah, we're gonna have exclusives again." Look, man. That ain't what she said. Y'all need to get that up because it make too much money. Now, that doesn't mean that something might be exclusive. I mean, we still have games that are timed exclusives as far as not going to another console, but everything's going to PC. There, it's too much money to take that off, and we know that Microsoft CEO head dog in charge, he want them spreadsheets to show more money being added every quarter and every year over year. I think PlayStation, the only reason PlayStation is talking about going back and all their single player exclusives going back is because they had the wrong plan. Whenever you have a game that you call exclusive and then you wait 2 years, 3 years, or a year and then say we're going to put it on PC, yeah, some folks are already tired of it now. They done moved on to something else. So yes, you're going to have less sales. The only way to get the highest capture of sales is to put it day and date. So I can see PlayStation being mad and taking their ball home, talking about nobody bought our games, but it was your fault. If you're going to do the PC route, the best way to get the most capture is to do it day and date, where all the hype and everything is coming in. So that's what Microsoft and Xbox is already doing.
Exactly.
Yes,
Lightning in a bottle. You got the strike where the iron's at.
right. Now, me being from an age where there were console wars, would I like? I mean, I can remember when Crash Bandicoot was with a
Only on
microphone.
PlayStation.
Yeah, going outside Nintendo saying, "Hey, where you at?" All that
Yeah,
stuff.
I
So
remember that, yeah.
it's been going on for a long time. But things have changed. I mean, none of us on the panel is the target audience for video games anymore. None of us. We are all above the age of 25. They're not looking at us the same way. They like our money. We have more disposable income, but that's just not what they're focusing at. So things change, and we have to be able to move along with the changes. Would I like to see, as somebody who loved Xbox, oh, you gonna take Halo? That's I still play games made by Microsoft and Xbox, but because the times have changed and what goes well with me has changed, I hadn't. Only reason I turned on my Xbox a couple of weeks ago was to update a controller and to make sure everything was still rolling. Most of the stuff I play is it could be on Game Pass on PC or it's a PC game. You play where you want to play, and if you can get those games that you want on the form factor you want, be glad. But to go around and say, I don't want nobody to have what I have because you're so special, you got to get yourself checked. But no, that is a way to keep capture, but those days are gone now. The genie has been let out of the bottle. It's going to be hard to put that cap back on it now. It's too late.
Yeah, no, I agree. People need to let go of the past, bro. just move on. It's done.
Yeah, that shit old. It's not.
We're not going back. You know?
That's why I
It's
didn't,
just a
I
bunch
didn't,
of old
even, I didn't,
people
even,
console
I didn't
war.
make a video. I didn't talk
Yeah,
about
you low
South
key.
Midnight
That's the
going on
sad part.
PlayStation.
Dudes
I
in their
didn't say
40s
anything.
and 50s
Got a whole family, Al Bundy's.
crying about this shit 24/7. Like you
Literally
call out one
in their
problem.
basement.
No,
Literally,
how about this? How about
you
this?
call out one problem and motherfuckers give you a laundry list of reasons as to why not. It's like, bro, you're not getting an incentive of any kind from these fucking companies. Why am I hearing this shit? You're not an investment counselor, you're not a businessman, but you're telling me all this extra shit. Nobody wants to care about that. And then they talk like they're so passionate about it. And Bloody know what I'm going with this because he's seen me do this shit so many times. When I ask for that PSN and we see that PSN, it looks spooky. It's like, this is shit we talking about here. It's the facts though. It's just like, y'all pathetic.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I think it's
It's the
spooky,
facts.
man. It's
You
like,
have no
You muted, man.
shares in that company.
I am.
None.
No stocks, but you fighting so hard.
For semantics.
It's bad, but it is what it is. Somebody got to have something to cheer for. Folks cheer for their favorite football team, their favorite basketball team. They treat gaming the same way. But here's the thing:
much.
what's different with your favorite sports team? The Celtics are going to be the Celtics.
Yep.
The Celtics are never going to take half their team and say, hey, Lakers, we're going to do a swap for this year and half your players, and we're going to do a partnership. No, they're always going to be Lakers versus the Celtics. It's different with video games. You have a whole lot of different venues to get that same game everywhere to who's all out there.
Yep.
So for you to say, hey, I'm all about PC, and if it don't come to PC, then I don't want to play it. Oh, well, I'm on console and I only want on this console, not the other console and not the PC, but just this one console. Companies aren't dealing with that. They're losing too much money.
Yeah, no, and you gotta look at it from like a do or die type of like perspective right now. How many studios have we said goodbye to this entire generation?
Exactly.
Think about it. We have said that's the thing people don't want to talk about. We have said bye-bye to so many iconic studios. We have said bye-bye to studios that have potential. Some studios just went bye-bye and we didn't even get a chance to see what they were working on for the sake of people trying to argue over exclusivity and do all that. And then the crazy thing is when, people claim they care about this, right? They'll bring up these crazy numbers. They'll say, oh, yeah, exclusives are the reason why Sony sold damn near 100 million consoles. But it's like the sales of these exclusives tell me a different story. Spider-Man did what, 12 million? I hate to break it to you. If 12 million bought Spider-Man out of 900 or 90 million, or 12 million, excuse me, so that, out of 90 million, it's like, bro, you're missing a good chunk here.
But hold on, let me ask you. You can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Let me ask you a question. Because you have that type of install base, that don't mean that game's supposed to sell to everybody.
Yeah, and this is the thing I want to say, because it's also in the chat where it was saying how, there has to be exclusive to get a draw. There still is an exclusive to get a draw. One is called Game Pass. That's one. If you're an Xbox fan, you get the game for your subscription, or you can buy the game for a discount.
Yep.
Yeah, a discount, or you can get, say the game is $100 version game. You already got your subscription. You pay $30 for the $100 version of the game. You have that. Also, you have games that are on Xbox that went to PC day and date. Now, most of y'all who are crying and saying you got to have some of that Xbox, you forgot all the part about everything goes to PC day and date. You gave that up. You ain't crying about that no more.
That's the thing.
It's not really exclusive anymore. It's not really exclusive anymore. But if you can say, all right, it's on console and PC, but at least it got to be not on PlayStation to be exclusive. They still have that. South of Midnight has been out how long? It still hasn't made it to PlayStation yet. There are several games that might be or are going to PlayStation, but they're not going day and date. So you still have a reason to go get it if that's the platform that you root for. But at the same time,
Xbox
Forza,
Play Anywhere, that's big for me. Being a
Forza Horizon 5 going to PlayStation after 3.5 years. Do you care? You played Forza Horizon when it first came out and then picked it up in the last 2 years. You probably got 5 updates you got to put on that game if you want to play it right now. So, I mean, you got to look at it on what it is. If everything went to everywhere all at the same time, I could say, all right, you having an excuse to say, there's no reason to get an Xbox because it's everywhere at the same time.
Well,
but they still have time exclusive.
Even with that point you just said, there'll still be a reason to get an Xbox. It's called
Game
simplicity.
Pass.
But it's called simplicity.
Correct.
Yeah.
People are not going to upgrade. Yeah, people are not going to upgrade to PCs. Not everybody's going to do that. We see a lot of people on social media, and Lim, you know this especially. People will cap. So I'm just going to get a 5090. I'll get a 5080, and I'll get the. Y'all know damn well they're not going to do that. They ain't doing that.
Not
they ain't
simplicity.
doing that. They stand right at console.
It's accessibility because of the fact that it's already all said and done, like you said. I was like, because no one's going to take the time unless they're an absolute dedicated enthusiast. Are they going to take the time to learn how to put an entire PC together? Hell, most people who are on PC, we already know that they all get pre-mades and they don't even know how to properly utilize everything, let alone to keep everything up to date.
Pretty much.
That's the problem. I was like, going back to the original point on what Lemon brought up about everyone talking about exclusives and all this and that, and like Scrubs mentioned, yes, exclusives matter to a certain point because it's a draw to bring you into that ecosystem. And even if they put it on PC, it's still about keeping you within that ecosystem. Right now, we're seeing that Sony try to do that. They didn't do it right. And now they're completely stepping back. And now they're absolutely going to hurt themselves because they're like, we don't want PC money now.
It's not
and
just that, too, though. Just to add on to your point, it's not just that, though. If you remember what Lynn Tao said, one of the CEOs of Sony, she said we're going to look ways to monetize the player base. Now, they just came out with dynamic pricing. If you don't know how that's going to work, how that works, basically.
I read about it in the store, and I don't know how that's going to work.
So basically, if you're someone who right now, because they're not doing the price increase part, right? They're doing the discount part. They're testing this out right now. So basically, let's say you're someone. It's like they're getting a track record of how many games you buy a year, whatnot, and they're determining how much you spend on possible incomes. You know what I mean? So basically, if you're someone who doesn't buy X amount of games this year, they'll look at it and go, okay, let's give them a discount on this game to entice you to go and buy, you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This game or that game. However,
I'm about to be fortunate because I only bought one or two games on PlayStation a year.
Here's the thing, though. True. You say that now, true, because of the discount. But here's the thing, because they did say that could increase people to go buy the games. But then you got to look at the yin and yang effect of this, right? She already said we're going to monetize the fan base. How do you monetize the fan base? They're gonna take advantage of this, take those statistics and flip it and see if they can get more. And they're gonna tweak that shit and get more. I'm telling you, more gamers are gonna be paying more. We already went from games being $60 to $70 to now $70 to $80. And we're already getting ready to get into a new next gen console, supposedly next year.
They've already been nickel and diming that entire fan base, and that's I still don't know how people can defend it. Is that y'all were being
people don't know
nickel
facts.
And dime. They were being nickel and dime just to play an updated version of a slightly upgraded version, right?
Yep.
Of their games that they already own, paying for $10 for all that.
People have 5 versions of GTA 5, so I mean, I wouldn't be able to understand why people would complain about that.
Exactly, and that's why I'm just like, why are y'all gonna accept being charged $10 to play a game you already own on the next console because it's suddenly not able to run on that console, so you got to upgrade it?
Yeah, it was even more crazy about it, buddy. Just to add on to that too, out of all the games to show you a real improvement of, or the real use of said console, the Pro in this example, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even a first party game that showed it off. It was a game.
We're gonna show some Pro pictures,
which is RE9. Which is RE9,
which I'm gonna show later.
And that's the thing, is that when not even your own
studios can show off a true improvement, it's like
correct.
Shit is weird. You know what I mean? Shit looks spookier out the gate. You're showing games that already visually have looked good and we knew looked good. And even then, so it's not, you know what I mean? It's not like a noticeable or worthwhile change.
Exactly. You're not using your studios aren't even the showcases for what you're capable of,
which
and
they
that's
used
the
to
problem.
be. But listen, let me get to these.
They're supposed to be. That's the problem.
Let me get to these 2 super chats real quick. Shout out to my man Kent in the chat with the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, my guy. He says, imagine Witcher 4 on Project Helix. I'm in. LOL. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you. And we got another super chat, $2 super chat from P-Lump. Is Professor X is in the building.
Oh, God.
Shout out to my boy P-Lump with that $10 super chat. He says, I will get a 50-90. And he got the wheelchair people behind him laughing. Appreciate you, Lump. Go. Yo, listen. What's that song? Hold on.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always
lying?
Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Stop it. Okay? Stop, Lump.
We also got a member, a 1-month member chat. Salute everyone from Adidas 20. Thank you very much, sir.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you for being a member, man. Let's keep this show rolling. Anybody else want?
Yes, I got one thing I like to say though too.
Go ahead.
Just to address something in the chat saying, Cygnus saying, if you do the math on PC install base, 98% of games will fail to reach 5% attach rate. Here's the problem with what you just did when you want to compare.
He said a problem, and he pointed at you. Problem.
How many PCs out there in the world that can play video games versus how many PlayStation consoles are out there? Even if PC install rate was 1%, of Stellar Blade was on 1% of PCs, it would be higher than what was on PlayStation. It would be higher than what on Xbox.
Hang on. If it was even 1% of PCs out there, it would be higher than all of PlayStation sold for the past 5 generations.
Damn.
So when we want to compare, let's use some fair comparisons. And I'm not trying to dogpile on you. I know you like to come and say your PlayStation stuff, and we love to have you here. We don't have no shame. PlayStation, Xbox, PC, wherever you at. But sometimes when you're making your arguments, let's make them fair arguments, because that is silly. If anybody, especially when you say it, when you do the math. Well, there was a lot of math you left out on that one, brother. I'm just saying. Let's be real.
Let me get to this new member, my man Fastpack. He's welcome to the Silver Dragons, baby. Good to have you as a member. Appreciate that. We're gonna be having some exclusive member stuff from PAX East. Me and Bloody.
Yes, sir. Last thing I'm gonna say on this is that anyone who's got any issues with them putting out more exclusive on other consoles fail to just realize the fact of that this is getting them more money back, because they're able to monetize an entirely separate platform and a new player base, which only brings back more money and incentive for them to keep making new titles, allow them to be more experimental with new titles, and allow them to have that income to say, hey, you know what, we can take a chance on other types of projects. Why do you think that we're at the point of like, hey, we have this studio or these 5 studios that are making 17 different unique style games and not what they usually do? Because of the fact that they're making the money that can be like, you know what, go ahead and make whatever you want. We can afford it. If it doesn't do well, all right, that's okay. It's not like hey, this game that you're putting out needs to be a make or break, which is half of what Sony is doing. If their game does not sell, they feel it and they can't do anything. Why do you think we've gotten for the whole past 10 years, gotten 5 different versions of The Last of Us? Because it's the only thing that makes them money.
Yo, you know what? Let me get to this. Let me get to my man P Lump. He said, I just bought 2 Yorkies. Hold on, my damn page moving. He said, I just bought 2 Yorkies. It's not hard to buy a fucking 5090 PC. I want you to buy that 5090 so that shit could blow up your PC. Go ahead, son.
Oh, please let me say one more thing when you finish.
You gotta have everything to go with a 5090. You don't slap a 5090 into a Volkswagen, motherfucker.
He gonna get a 5090 just to play Candy Crush. Get the fuck out of here, man. Hey, man, don't piss me off, man.
Yo, P-Lump, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. You gonna have to get a whole new
5090
PC.
just to play some fucking Tetris.
Yo,
I thought the PS5 Pro was more powerful than the 5090. I thought that one
you gotta, yeah, listen, one time I told K-Mega, right? This when he first got his 4080. I said, you don't have a PC for a 4080, bro. Oh, yes, I do. I could get the graphic card. He gets the graphic card.
Brother.
That shit was chugging. And he's like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
I said,
bottleneck.
You ain't got the power.
You don't have the power to go with it.
It's sounding like a
You
NASCAR.
can get the body kit, but you need the engine.
Yo,
brother.
he didn't want to listen. He burnt out his motherboard twice. Yo, he had some problems. So what I'm telling you, P-Lump, is you better listen.
Get up.
You better listen. You
P-Lump got
everything
like,
to go with a
P-Lump,
5090.
you got some
It's
mad
not just a
disposable income
5090.
if you've gone through.
It's
If
not
he's
gonna
burnt
work. It's
2
not-
motherboards,
Yes.
and he's still getting new parts, I was like, he must
Listen.
have some mad money to just throw away to be
Listen.
able to do all
Listen.
that and keep
Listen.
messing it up.
Listen, hard head equals soft ass. He didn't want to admit. I'm telling him what the problem is. I'm telling him what the problem was. You don't have a PC to run a 5090. You can buy anything you want. That's right, music. 5090s are not forget. I already told him this. I'm not gonna. You know what, P-Lump? You buy that fucking Ferrari engine and put that shit in the Volkswagen if you want. You'll find out. And I'm gonna be like, I'm Petty Murphy to the first of its kind. I told you so.
Man, we got to do better, y'all. We got to do better.
Say your piece.
No, we can't do better.
No. I'm just
Suck
saying,
up their own
like
asses.
like
They won't let
Cygnus
shit
said,
go.
he goes, if that's the case, install base and attachment rate shouldn't be the metric, but the budget of the game and how much they got in return. Listen.
Oh my God.
Console warriors use a install rate and attachment rate. That's the problem. And it shouldn't be, the metric should not be the budget of the game and how much they got in return. The metric should be, is it a good game? And that's the problem. You're trying to be a console warrior, trying to say, while my console and while my thing is so much better than yours, is it a good game? That should be the only metric with the game. Because look at Expedition 33. Look, that was a great game. They didn't have as much money put in it, and look how much they got in return.
Exactly.
So, God, this should be one of the greatest in the world. So,
I'm pretty sure it was.
And that wasn't PlayStation.
The other issue with that is that right now, is it a good game? Is also skewed because remember how ratings used to be back in the 90s and the early 2000s, where you can have a game that was rated a 7 out of 10, and that would still be considered a good game to play. But now it's like because of this whole skewed and bullshit ratings that if it's an 8.5, that it's trash. That has to be like a 9 or above. I was like, it's not as wide as it used to be. Like,
why are we talking console war here on here? You come into our chat and you know we all have different. Everything. We got everything. We play on everything.
Don't make me bust out the PS5 Pro again.
Jesus.
Yo, listen, I just bought a 2-in-1 tablet that costs as much as a 5090. I know you ain't coming here with that.
I'm on PC. It's like, come on, man.
I'm console warm. I'm the last survivor.
They're gonna make me bust out the PS5 Pro again.
He good people. But listen, he gotta say his piece. So listen, let him get his rocks off. It's all right. Everybody's welcome. It's all right. But let me get to this.
Mom, bring me a Capri Sun.
What should I do? I got 2 separate controllers for 2 separate companies. I don't know what I should do.
Hey, Scrub. I'm doing one better.
That's against the law. You can't do that.
Hey, Lem's gonna love this. Lem,
lock him up.
Lem, you gonna love this. I'm gonna do one better. There you go. Here's that right there. There's that.
Y'all doing Dreamcast, guy?
They're supposed to be fighting. You're supposed to be fighting.
Oh no! I'm a brokey. I forgot I'm a brokey.
Don't be doing that.
Hey! It's okay. It's okay there. It's okay there, Cloud, because the fact that I got this, Elite V2, and I forgot that I bought a PS5. The DualSense Edge that's supposed to be coming in?
Can I get to
my favorite headset? Are they buying $200 controllers?
My favorite headset says this. Look, my favorite headset says this.
Says Sony?
Yeah.
Oh my
God. That's my favorite headset. Oh my God.
Cancel
this man. Cancel him.
Yo, listen, let me get to this $5 super chat for my man P Lump. Shout out to my boy P Lump for staying focused in these streets. My boy P Lump, shout out. We had fun on your show last night. He says, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm talking about buying a pre-built 5090 PC. Fuck y'all slow. I don't care what nobody say, man. Yo, P-Lump is crazy, yo. Yo, look, I changed the wire for my fucking Stream Deck. It ain't fucking lock up yet. That's what I was doing.
Look at there. Shout out to everybody we got watching here. We getting some numbers in. Feel free. We got 63 watching on YouTube. We have 47 likes. Can we at least get it to 50?
Yeah, I
Maybe
appreciate
55.
that, man. Oh, listen, man, I'm going to pull up right now. Oh, I didn't even do it. I got to pull up my new, because the goddamn thing keep freezing. I'm going to pull up my new Twitter page. Please go follow that over there because I lost all my people because I got hacked. And then whatever the hacker put up by Elon Musk and all this crazy shit, they banned the account when they gave it back. I still think that's crazy. So, word of advice to people out there on the internet that do this social media thing.
Two-factor.
Do two-factor authentication and attach it to your cell phone number so it comes directly to your cell phone. Because I'm doing that on everything because that shit was crazy. They gave it back just to take it away and ban the channel and showed me what they took it away for. I said, I didn't post that shit.
What did you post? What did it say you post?
Elon Musk disrespect. It was crazy.
Like that crypto and Elon Musk stuff.
Oh, wow.
That stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I don't open up PDF files. I'm good on that.
Yo, they got me, man. They got me. But you know, it is what it is. But I'm gonna have it pulled up. Next topic, after the next topic, I'm gonna have it pulled up, man. But
You gotta use the virus total.
I want to get y'all thoughts, man. First of all, let me say this: when they're demonstrating a game, Forza Motorsport 6, Forza Horizon 6, excuse me.
Can't wait.
They showcase the game, and please stop insulting these developers. You've never seen a Forza Horizon game with a little bit of traffic and just backgrounds. They turn down the car traffic so you can get an idea of what the games look like. I'm gonna get to that. I see
They do it every year.
Right. So
it's not different.
Stop running your ass to Twitter, disrespecting the devs, and making yourself look crazy out here. Like, they do it all the time to show you the environments. So with that being said, start with my boy Bloody. You know, first I'm gonna go to this. My man Spartan with them 5 gifted memberships. You know you the MVP in the building. That's my guy right there. Spartan 6616. We had a good time last night. He sends 5 gifted memberships. And if you get one of the memberships, just say good looking, bro. Because my man is out here supporting this community, supporting these content creators. And he's a good individual. He's crazy to podcast with, too. Funny guy, man. Funny guy. Good dude. So that's Amazing, Jigga, Pick On Fusion, and Dusty Turtle. Wow. Those are some names in a row. Wow. I can't believe I didn't mess that up. Go Pole. Okay. That's a different one. Shout out to him, man. Okay, so let's get to this, man. Let's get to this. How y'all Bloody, man, Forza Horizon 6. How you liking that Japanese aesthetic? Because you know you are the Japanese connoisseur in the podcast.
I have been stating that they needed to do this one since 4. I was hoping they would do it a lot sooner. And you know what? I'm happy with it because of the fact that it's literally what you would expect. The mountains out there, as well as the cities, Japan is known for its car culture, especially known for drifting and everything else.
Yes.
This was the perfect game for it. And the fact that they're finally running out there to it, I'm all for it. I can't wait to see. There's a lot of open countryside that they can do the off-roading stuff that Forza Horizon is known for. I don't know why people are complaining about the traffic because they're trying to show off the game. They don't need to throw all that traffic. Yes, if they wanted to, they can be like, hey, you know what? Turn on all the cars that you want so that way you can get that busy city street vibe that you would expect. But the fact is that's never been the focus nor never been the case with Horizon. It's always been showing about the environment. And that's exactly what this game trailer did. And it looks simply phenomenal on something myself included have been waiting for almost a decade.
Okay. Scrub, man, talk to me. I know you excited. I'm gonna be racing my ass off. I just hope they got you can I hope you can make a drift game because they got drift.
Oh, I'm pretty sure
out there.
Because
drift gangs.
you have your crew on the game that you can jump in and ride with if you see them on their game as well. But here's the one thing when folks are complaining about having one car on here. And oh my God. All right, I'm gonna stay calm.
Deep breath, brother. Deep breath.
I'm gonna stay calm. The whole showcase was to show off the main car that's gonna be the focus car for the show for this whole game. The new game, every game, just like Forza Horizon 5, had what the Ferrari. Which one was it? I can't remember which one.
I don't know the model, but it was something like that.
What, F50? I think so. For the initial showing, that's all they had on there. When Xbox was doing E3s, what would they do, Lemon? They'd come on stage and they'd had a damn car that they were showcasing in the game on the stage.
In 2019, I was taking pictures in the Lego Forza car.
Right. And then what did they do? While they showcase what car that they're focused with, they show it on the damn game. Now, if you have that one car on the game and then 20 other cars in there, guess what? Whatever company that you had a partnership with saying this is going to be our top car that we're focusing on, they're going to be pissed off because guess what you're going to do? You're going to look at every fucking car on the screen and stop watching the car that they spent money or got money to showcase in the game. So yes, initially they will have one car on there just to show it off. But when it gets closer to the game, what do they start doing? They start putting more cars on the screen. Right. And they show how the racing works and all that. They showed you 20 cars or more in there. They just didn't all show them at the same time, but they also did because they showed that main focus car and it got into the middle of a race with a whole bunch of other cars. You forgot all about that crap. You were just mad when it was going through all the cherry blossom trees. It was only one car on the road. Y'all need to find something else to complain about, because this is just ridiculous, and it shows that you don't pay attention to what's going on with gaming. You're not a real gamer, or you are a real gamer and you too bored, so you just got to make up some crap to complain about. You need to get over yourself. It's ridiculous.
Shit.
I mean, man knocked all his teeth.
Big Cloud, you got to follow that up. It's up to you. Hold on to the fort. That was woo.
They do it every year, y'all. It's the same pattern every year.
It is.
But meanwhile, budgets continue to go up. You know, we got some leaked info that came out in regards to Spider-Man 2. Did y'all hear about that shit? The budget for Spider-Man 2 was $316 million.
Holy shit.
Now, guess how much they're putting into Spider-Man 3?
Probably 500.
$385 million into Spider-Man 3. But people are talking about exclusives. You need to understand, when these games fail, guess who eats the fucking damages? The platform that you damage control for. They eat the damages. And when they eat the damages, when their pockets are hurt, they make the decisions to either cancel games or in the more extreme cases, they cut the studio. We have said goodbye to more studios than we can name. And more will follow suit. Now, the fact that they're now doing this new price gouging system with variable pricing, it's about to get a whole lot worse. And y'all know for a fact PS Plus is going to go up again. Y'all know that's just going to go up again.
Yep.
We better hear
more likely.
I don't care if it goes up because I'm not subscribed to it.
But here's the thing, though, too. And aside from PS Plus going up again, y'all know PS6 is going to be a premium device. Keyword what I just said, premium. PS5 Pro is damn near $900. If we count the full package of PS5 Pro, it's damn near $900. You got to get a disk drive and all that shit. It's like $900. What do you think PS6 is going to be? People are saying PS6 is going to be like, this is the shit I deal with. People think the PS6 is going to be $600. Why the fuck would it be $600?
It's already $600.
Because
I told you,
the
PS5
digital though was only $300.
They can't talk about some PS5 and PlayStation. Like people talking about PS6 like it's a PC. This is the shit you deal with. This shit, the PS6 is not a fucking PC. Lim, what kind of architecture does PlayStation 6 and PS4 as well as PS5 use?
What you mean, x86?
x86?
Yes.
Yeah,
x86 is what? PC architecture.
Yeah, it's PC architecture.
This is the shit you deal with. People don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. They're like, oh yeah, it's not a gaming PC.
Somebody said, is that BitCloud?
Yes, it's BitCloud. What's going on?
Yes, the man, the myth, the legend.
But BitCloud, you forgot the power of PSR.
Oh, you mean 2.0? That it took a third-party developer to show me a fucking improvement for? Wow.
You know what?
Oh shit.
But it's gonna improve everything.
Oh shit. Cool.
It's a secret sauce.
It's the power of the Pro.
Listen,
oh god.
I just
All games
pulled
look
up
better
a
on the
picture
Pro.
of what somebody was bragging about. You know, see, Digital Foundry, man, Richard Ledbetter, we had some decent conversations, but
he be saying
at these shows,
shit,
but he is promoting Resident Evil 9 and showcasing the ray tracing and the abilities of PSSR 2.0. Do y'all see what's on the screen, people in the chat? This is what you paying for. I could have had that on Dreamcast. That's crazy. This is crazy. We've had regular games with no ray tracing that looks better than this mirror scene in Resident Evil because it surely don't look that bad on PC. Not even close. And shout out to D Bumbatch, who tried to come at me because he thought I was supporting AMD.
You mean the smartest dumbass?
Yeah, you talking about the tech
You mean
guru?
the smart dummy? You mean the smart dummy?
You're gonna put your hands on me,
all
man.
going
It's
for
not
his
that
head.
important, man.
Wow.
It's not that important, man.
It's RDNA 5, guys.
I'm smarter than everybody.
Guys, you don't realize they have secret access to RDNA 10.
No, you
before
failed to
everybody
realize
else
they
does.
call it's called flopflation. It can
Flopflation,
single-handedly
right.
change.
They
It
use
has
flopflation.
flopflation.
I mean, I'm not spending $800-900 on a PlayStation 5 Pro when my game looks like that. What kind of reflection is she look? Who is she looking at? She probably right now. That's a reflection of how you look when you've been drinking.
Well, there's monsters
I'm
on
just
in the
saying.
game. She could be looking at a monster in the window mirror.
Right. This is crazy.
Hold on. Oh, let me trust you, man. Yo, he said, "Yeah, let him down." Talking about that state of play. Come on, bro. Compared to all the garbage state of plays we got, that was the best one
Listen,
we got.
man, but we got some more topics. We got to keep it pushing.
Come on, bro. You already know
Deadly,
it's
man.
true.
Talk to me. Horizon 6, man.
I agree with everybody. What everybody was saying. I ain't got too much to say with it. I want to just play it and play, with the skylines and all that other stuff. So
He's out by 100. Like you.
Now this is crazy, and this is real. This is real crazy. Phantom Blade, which is a game I'm picking up, and I'm picking up Wolverine back to back, but they are 6 days apart. That's gonna be crazy.
Fuck would they do
Oh,
that?
I feel like you'll be knowing you, just like me, big Wolverine fans. I think you'll get through Wolverine in 3 days.
No, but I'm still gonna buy both. We talking about people
Yeah,
gonna have to make some decisions.
yeah.
The Phantom Blade has been on people's radar, and then they said, boom, here goes Wolverine. They are 6 days apart. 6
I
days.
don't like that shit.
Could have made it like 2-3 weeks apart. No, they went.
They could have did that. I don't like when games be like kind of close because it kind of reminds me like last year you got a vow.
Put up a poll.
You got all that.
Yeah, like they did that shit with Horizon. Remember Horizon went
Day
head to head
one?
with Zelda?
Yeah.
Or Phantom Blade Day 1 or both. And neither.
Oh, Phantom Blade.
Yeah,
No, Phantom Blade. Because why am
said
I going to
make
spend
a poll.
60,
I ain't asking you.
why am
Make a poll in the chat, Folio.
Make a poll in the chat. Oh, okay.
Deadly's
I was
like,
like,
Deadly, go
here's the
ahead.
thing.
Oh no, so I was like, I don't think it's a good. I mean, you're a gamer, you still gonna finish the game, but I don't like when like good games, then you got
Good
another
game,
good
right,
game.
right.
Because I remember last year was Avowed. I tried it. Then it was South of Midnight. Finished that. That was amazing. Assassin's Creed. It was just back to back to back, and I'm just like, when am I gonna get a break? Because I want to finish. I like to focus on one game and just finish that. That's what type of game I am. I want to beat the game and then I'll go to the next game.
My daughter's
but I don't like it when it's bulked up. So like that's 6 days apart. Nah, I don't know. That ain't for me.
Yeah,
it
that
could at
ain't it,
least
right?
like waited. I don't know.
Not 2 big games like that.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's and people don't have it to be kicking out. $150.
I mean, I would
in
get
games.
both. It's just I gotta focus on one, then I'll go to the next. But if it's up to me, I'm still going. I'd rather go with Wolverine first anyway. Like if it's just that, like it's Wolverine. Like, come on.
BitCloud, talk to me. 6 days apart, 2 major titles. Somebody gonna get cannibalized. Somebody's getting cannibalized, bro.
Insomniac never let me down this gen, so out of loyalty right out the gate, I'm going straight to Wolverine. I'm going straight for Wolverine. But
it's gonna be exclusive.
It's stupid. It's just a stupid situation. I don't know why they did that. Why didn't I just space that out? It's just dumb. You're like cannibalizing both games by doing that. Give people more time. It's stupid. You would think they learned from the Horizon versus Zelda situation. Horizon was dead. Like the hype was dead when that fucking Zelda shit dropped. So, yeah, no.
Bloody, talk to me, man. Did you put the poll in the chat, Bloody?
Yeah, I put a poll in the chat. Told them to give me a 1 for Phantom Blade, 2 for
Why you didn't do an
Wolverine.
official poll? Well, they just answer it.
YouTube doesn't have that ability.
Yes, it
You
does.
have to.
Yeah,
only
doing the
you
top-
could do that.
Oh, maybe you have
we
to.
can't do it.
You can. I was like, it doesn't have that ability
Yes, it does.
for moderators or editors.
Oh, okay, my bad. I gotta make sure y'all could do that. All right, go ahead, continue. Go ahead, Bloody. Talk to me.
Here's the thing. I was like, the thing is, for me, I was like, I'm excited more for Phantom Blade. I understand Insomniac has always been great. I was like, I enjoyed the Spider-Man games, but I literally was able to beat them within a day or two, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna run around the city doing all these collectibles half the time because it's the most stupidest collectible that I've done. And I've played a lot of games that had a lot of collectibles and done some stupid-ish. But the fact is that if I can finish it within 2 days, why would I do that on the launch day? I was like, I'm gonna focus on something that's gonna have my time for a while, because that means I can always get that game later and be able to beat it. Hell, that's what we used to call a Redbox special, right? I can rent it out from Redbox, beat it in 2 days.
Redbox gaming. Shut up, Bloody.
Am I wrong?
Shut the hell up. You want to talk some damn Redbox. The fuck out the panel.
Am I wrong, though?
The fuck out the panels.
Is that not what we used to do with
the fuck off the panel?
Is that not what we used to do with Blockbuster back in the day when they had the 3-day rentals or the 5-day rentals?
I never did that.
These Gen Z dudes don't know what Blockbuster is.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was like, that's why do you think I use that Redbox?
But it's funny. No, it's funny. Y'all remember back when we all used to be in that shit every day, either at the school or in general. We need to grab something quick. We used to always say in the back of our eye, especially when a certain movie we wanted wasn't in there. I don't remember that shit. It was a certain movie or a game you couldn't get your hands on because somebody rented that shit out and returned it.
Yep.
You always thought, damn, I wish this shit would just apply this, like we can watch
shit
the shit
back.
I have
Game
in some
Fly
minutes.
ain't good either. You get a game like Call of Duty, that should be on back order for 3 months.
Yeah.
Let's go buy the goddamn game.
So,
you try to get that shit immediately, that fucking site crash.
Right? I was like, so
Wolverine is stomping
man,
the fire out of Phantom Blade right now. I'm buying both. I don't care. I'm just gonna buy both.
I'm getting Phantom Blade because I'm a Wuxia fan. I was like, in the combat in that game,
nobody even
everything
know what that is.
Yeah,
of course they don't.
Just like they don't know what Shinobi is. A lot of people don't know.
They don't know what that is. Yeah, but no, as a Wuxia fan, I was like, that game looks so much more interesting than Wolverine, and that's not to discredit Insomniac. Hang on. That's not to discredit Insomniac because they're the only one who can make that kind of game interesting. I was like, but the fact is that right now they can only do so much that's been done with Wolverine, right?
I mean, shit. Well, yeah, I get you, but still.
Wolverine's a character that's very limited to what you could do, and you can only reinvent him or do anything unique with him.
They're
for so
using
many
him for what we've seen. He's like they're using him as just like the key to open the door. Because all their plans.
No, and that's what I'm saying is that they can do that, but the fact is that it's still there's still limited ways on what you could do with Wolverine.
Yeah,
right.
No, it's crazy though. All their shit got leaked, so we were supposed to have Venom. Yeah, I remember that Venom was supposed to drop a long time ago, but that got leaked.
Yeah.
And then so I don't know if we're ever going to get that. R.I.P. to Tony Todd, man. Crazy.
Yeah,
for sure.
Mad respect to him.
Continue. So we can go to
No, that's just it. It's just like there's only so much that could be done with Wolverine as a character, and that's not to discredit whatever Insomniac's doing writing wise, because their writing is phenomenal. But the fact is that Wolverine as a character, we've seen pretty much everything and anything that could be done with him for the most part over the past 50 years since he came out in comics. So it's like, what can they do that's going to absolutely rewrite this character that we've known?
They don't have to rewrite it. They just got to make it good, bro. They don't got to rewrite
but that's still one of those things that is like, if I'm just going to play a dumb Wolverine game, that's just going to let me be like over the top.
Why it got to be done? Because you choose the Japanese game? Come on, stop.
If you let me finish, I was saying the dumb Wolverine game that's just going to let me be stupid, overpowered, and just wreck shit. There's plenty of other Wolverine games that have done that. That's what I was trying to say before you cut me off, Mr. I know everything about everything. Let me finish. Goddamn.
I ain't say that, but you are
no, because you stopped me in the middle of my sentence. No, because you didn't let me finish.
You are. You're not a Wolverine fan. Fuck it. You're a Japanese dude. It's all right.
I am literally a comic head, bro.
It's all right. It's all right. But don't
there is technically a samurai that's in his universe. It's called Silver Samurai.
Yeah,
exactly.
But don't shit on Wolverine because you choose a Japanese game.
I'm not shitting on Wolverine.
You just did.
Did this man?
Yeah,
I swear that
Shout out to Logan,
I
man.
swear that this man really has that geriatric mindset going on because he ain't hearing a goddamn thing.
I heard you.
No, you did it.
Which game you getting?
Man. On this note, though, I got dip.
All right, bro.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for having me. Good to see everybody. Shout out
Yes,
to the
sir.
chat. Y'all have a great show, man. It's good to see
Yo,
everybody.
you dumb for buying Wolverine.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
What?
That's what Bloody said.
Buddy, we're gonna talk, brother.
Always, I got you, big
No,
boy.
no, we're gonna talk.
We all dumb
yeah,
for
we gonna
choosing
talk.
Wolverine.
No, it's-
All right.
Take it easy, man.
That's crazy.
Damn
Later.
dumb Wolverine game. What the hell, man? Shut your ass up. God damn, Bloody.
He
Hey
said
man,
he like what he like.
You changed everything that I said. You know
You
what?
said
It
dumb
whatever.
and Wolverine in the same
No.
sentence. Half the chat
I did
will
not.
kill you. I'm glad you're on the internet.
You know what? I was like, it's fine. Whatever. I was like,
At
that's
this
not
point,
what I
I'm tired
said.
of Peter Parker, man. Fuck it. Just come out with something. Shit. This shit getting old as hell. I'm waiting for a Punisher game. Remedy
I was
need to
like,
make that.
you know what? Larry,
No.
shut the hell up. Go play your
hey.
Incredible Hulk game.
No,
Goddamn.
you can just
We
wait.
can't get
Aloy
one.
about to come out again. So
What are you talking about? Y'all had one.
Yo, listen.
Aloy, another Aloy game coming out.
Yo, listen, man. Let's
Bump
keep it
that
pushing.
game.
Wow. Whoa. Damn. Let it be Japanese. You don't never say that about Japanese game. You are
I
biased.
literally called out Japanese games.
Nobody remembers that.
Of course not. Because you try to put me in a box. Shut your ass up, old head.
Ooh, shots fired.
He better hope he get to this age. That's the achievement. Longevity. Anyway, yo, listen, man. Be looking at
Go get your Bengay, old man. Where's your knee brace at?
whatever. I can kick your ass. I ain't that old.
I don't know. Your knee already creaking over there.
Anyway, listen. Paramount acquisition of WB is cutting jobs in a big way, man. I don't know if this acquisition was what it was cracked up to be, but you know when you acquire people, you got people in the same positions. It's the same thing that just happened to GameStop when they caught their little merger, and you see stores are being shut down and jobs are being lost, and we are back in the same circle. This is like the generation of studios shut down, stores are closing, developers getting fired, laid off. Sexual harassment charges, you name it, you got it. But this was supposed to be a good thing. But they did say they was putting a lot of money back into gaming, but they are cutting seriously the workforce in WB. Now let's go to our Japanese connoisseur Kanishiwa. Hey, how you feeling about this, man? It's Warner Brothers is about to be seriously hit with layoffs. Everybody but the Ed Boon team. Shout out to my man Ed Boon.
Honestly, we kind of all saw this coming. I was like, Paramount was doing a hostile takeover of Warner Brothers, and we already knew early reports was that they were going to be the biggest cutoff on the block. And it's sad to say that out of everything that we're losing the teams that made some of the best games. Honestly, I love the Lord of the Rings games that they did. I was like, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor were great, added a lot to the context and world of Middle Earth. Didn't get enough respect. I was like, and you know what? This also ties into the fact that Warner Brothers put that entire system under patent for the next 10 years, and we're not getting that until 2036. And this is only going to hurt the gaming industry more. The fact is that we're also losing whatever they had with Rocksteady and the Arkham games. Potentially having that studio closed down is not a good look.
Nope.
The only ones who's safe is the fact that it's NetherRealm and they got Mortal Kombat and Injustice. Cool. There's still so many other projects that Warner Brothers has. I was like, the fact is that also affects any future Harry Potter games. Sure, they may have made port key games and let them handle that, but it's still a Warner Brothers property.
Well, let me give you the exact studios because they got cuts up to $16 billion they got to do. The studios that's affected is Rocksteady, TT Games, and Avalanche Software. Those are the three studios that's going to be hit the most.
And that's what I'm saying is that this is gonna. I was like, we can say that it's gonna affect those studios. Yes, those are the first ones, but you have to look past that. And that's what I'm saying is that this is gonna have far-reaching effects to other groups and other teams that are gonna have to be on the backside. Avalanche and studios and all that, they're the ones who made a lot of the Just Cause games before that was moved over, as well as Mad Max and stuff like that. It's gonna be kind of a whatever situation on that one, and that's nothing to go against the team. It's just the fact that they don't have anything that really stands out right now, which makes sense. But seeing what's going to happen to TT Games, as well as especially Rocksteady, and the history that Rocksteady has is completely, disrespectful, and is heartbreaking, because the fact that you think without them we wouldn't have the genre of games that the Arkham trilogy ended up creating and inspiring for everyone. I was like, a lot of people say when there's games that are like that, it's just like, oh yeah, that Arkham style. It's because of what they did back during the PS3 and 360 era with the first Arkham Asylum. The fact is that these studios are already getting affected and already on the chopping block, or whatever's going to happen sucks. But the fact is, you also have to look at everything else that they own, everything else that's included with them taking over Warner Brother Games, and everything that's going to tie into beyond that. Because like you said, like I mentioned, Monolith is a studio behind the Middle Earth games, and a lot of what we see here, how's that going to affect them? What are they going to have to be put on hold? What's going to get cut from them, and everything else that they have currently that's locked up under WB's patents? Warner Brothers owns Harry Potter and the Hogwarts games and all that IP. I was like, they have a whole studio that's dedicated to those. That also is going to affect their investment in that, because stuff's going to have to get cut because they're going to try and save money. That means even more projects are going to be put on hold, and we're not going to see things for who knows how many years.
Okay.
If at all.
Okay. Scrub, man, talk to me. Major cuts in 3 main studios. I don't know how beneficial this is, but 16 billion in cuts is crazy. That is a number I've never heard of in my life. I heard millions, not billions. So
You
talk to me.
well, you got to the billions are forecasting for over this many months and years and stuff. So it's not like all of a sudden it's a $6 billion. Boom, we done cut, and now we done solved the problem. So it's over a lifetime of however far that they had plans going. Same time with the government, when they say, "Oh yeah, we make these cuts, it's going to save us $2 trillion," but they don't tell you when they say $2 trillion, that's $2 trillion over 12 years or something like that. They just use that to show, oh, look how much work we're doing. And half the time, by it gets to those 12 years, whatever government that's in has already changed that, so you never get to it. It's just a way to grandstand. This is a way to go to their shareholders and say, "Oh, look, $2 billion," but it ain't never gonna be there. Plus, you gotta think Paramount lost a lot of money trying to get into the wars with all these other platforms, as far as, all right, you're no longer doing cable anymore. Well, come to Paramount Plus and come watch all our TV shows. I mean, you see, they already sold Halo off, and that's what going to Netflix and all those different shows. People aren't really go into those unless it's something they really want to watch, and then they back off of it. And the only way they can sell their advertising is to say, look, this is how many subscribers we have on our app, and if you advertise on our thing, then you'll be able to reach this many people. And then for the folks who don't want any advertising at all, we'll just upcharge the hell out of them, and we'll make even more money on the back end anyway. Well, Paramount, nobody's watching Paramount as far as the shows and the offerings they have. Most folks haven't. And then a lot of people have escaped watching on just the apps by having something like a YouTube TV, and then a lot of that stuff is already tied in as well. So for them, I'm just worried, like you said, with the gaming industry, how well it's going to do, because we don't have any examples of them treating the video game front at all. I mean, we know about WB, but you have somebody who's dealing with straight up TV and movies, and are they going to do with gaming? Because most people who get any kind of gaming industry, even WB, they don't care about gaming. They care more about TV and movies. Same with Netflix. They got rid of their gaming real quick when they figured it wasn't working. Google the same way. So if anything, they're still gonna. I just don't trust it. I really don't. I haven't seen anybody who deals with TV and movies that I can trust with the gaming industry. You say, well, Sony. Well, they did. They started PlayStation and video games a long time ago, so I'm not counting Sony. So we'll just have to see how it goes. You never want folks to lose their positions, but anytime you have any kind of merger, any kind of acquisition, that's the first thing I'll do. Because what's the most expensive thing on your books when you hire anybody or have a company? It is payroll. It is paying the humans that work at your place. That's why everybody's so interested in AI, because they want to cut workforce. So we'll just see how it goes, but I'm not that hopeful for it right now, because I think all they're going to do is take their biggest hits that were already hits, like a Hogwarts. They already announced today that if the merger completely goes through, that it's not going to delay the new Hogwarts game. So the only thing I can think of that they're going to really push money into is Hogwarts or Mortal Kombat. I don't even really think Batman, because Batman, all the spin-off games really hadn't been doing that well anyway, but I don't know.
Shout out to this community. Shout out to this community for shitting on anything that's decent. But anyway, Deadly, man, talk to me. WB, 16 billion in cuts. Rocksteady getting hit, which I never thought they would get hit.
I kind of figured this was going to happen, and like, it's no disrespect to Rocksteady, because I like all their Batman games, and I don't want to trash them because of that Suicide Squad game.
Lego Batman.
But Suicide Squad was so dog shit. And even when I think it was on sale on Epic Games for like $199, I didn't like the controls of it. But other than that, I know on Walmart Plus you can get Paramount Plus for free, which is cool. But that's probably going to go up too. So with that being said, I figured the merger, a lot of, for gamers, I don't know if Paramount is going to focus on gamers. So it's going to look kind of, we're going to see. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think, because when they did that dumb shit with the Suicide Squad game, I was like, because everybody want the game of service. You got PlayStation game of service. And it's like, do y'all really care about gamers? Or can we get a Batman game again? Can we go back to that? And they don't really care. So for me, it's just like a lot of prices probably going to increase. I know Paramount, they wanted Warner Brothers heavy. They was like, look, we want to get this. We going to dish out 20 games a year and all. 20 movies a year. And I'm like, oh, okay. So for me, I'm just like, as a gamer, I wish they would like, hopefully they make an announcement like, hey, we might come out with a Batman game or something like that, I would love a Superman game, but I don't even know how that's going to fucking work. But other than that, like, it's kind of sad. I don't want Rocksteady as, to get some layoffs and all that, but I don't know. That last game, man, I was pissed off. I ain't like that shit. I thought it was going to be something else, but.
Don't tell that to Lemon. He loved that game.
What, Suicide Squad?
That ain't the one I liked. I didn't even play that, and I own it.
I'm holding on for Lego Batman.
I like Gotham Knights that everybody destroyed because it was 30 frames, not because the game was bad.
Oh, that was a good game. I actually finished that. That was great.
That's my point.
Gotham Knights was good.
Right. That's the one I like. I didn't even
now,
play.
Suicide Squad?
I have it, but I didn't play it. Just didn't get around to it. I just downloaded it.
Yeah, they were shitting on that, but I liked that. That game was
But this community, you can't trust them. They shit on everything.
Yeah, they do shit. They shit on everything.
You don't know what's good. So then with that being said, we're going to move into this shit that's got buried in 45 days. At least it lasts longer than Concord.
Shout out to Concord. I love
Concord. We're going to talk about Hogard, man. The servers are turning off. It's over. 45 days. I didn't play the game. Anybody here played the game?
Fuck no.
No, sir.
I didn't even know about that game until a week before launch, and I still didn't know what it was.
It's out right now if you want to purchase it. Because, it's not...
Not purchase. It's free to play.
Yeah, that shit free.
Well, not. I'm confusing it with another game, but I'm just saying it's still out if you want to play it. You got time.
Who you gonna
It
play?
ain't
With
stopped it yet.
The last 10 bystanders.
Yeah, yeah.
I seen
They
it.
said they dropping a new character and new weapon
I'm
and
good.
a new weapon.
I'm good.
I'm good. I seen the trailer at the Game Award. That was enough for me.
I didn't even know there was a trailer for the game. Like I said, I didn't know about it until a week before it came
You
out.
ain't
And
watched the
even
Game
before
Awards.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You just
I
then, I
told me
watched the
yourself.
Game Awards.
Yeah.
I was like, I just don't remember that game. That's what
It
I'm
It was
saying.
the
dog
last
shit.
thing they showed on
Yeah,
the
it
Game
was dog shit.
Awards.
It was.
The last thing they
Yeah, it
showed.
Yep.
You ain't watched the
It
Game
probably didn't
Awards.
make an impact for me
You
to completely forget
lying.
about it.
You ain't no real gamer. Get him off of here. He lying.
All right, listen. We down to the last two topics, man. This is crazy. We're gonna merge this one with the Capcom one, man. First of all, Resident Evil. Let's go. Let's go. It has officially sold 5 million copies in 5 damn days. Now, Resident Evil 9 Requiem, man. Don't let me pull up that PlayStation Pro picture. That's crazy work. But Resident Evil Requiem has definitely set the bar. Now, this is the question to the community in the chat and the people on the panel. Capcom was damn near broke. Damn near broke. 176 million in the bank. Struggling to keep the lights on, pay the bills. They had a powwow. They came out aggressive. You know, they learned their lesson from Street Fighter V. And because, you know, they didn't even have the money to make Street Fighter V. Sony had to pay for that. Crazy.
And it was the worst decision they ever made.
Well, they ain't had no choice. It was either do that or make nothing. So they couldn't make it anyway. They didn't have the money. But that's crazy with Capcom's history that they was going through that. That shows you times have changed. You know, they used to be the heavy hitters, and now they have rejuvenated. Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, all these remakes. The Animusha's coming back. The Monster Hunters, which, by the way, Stories 3 looked dope. Not buying it, but it did look good. This is the question to the panel and the people in the chat. Are they the staple of what these gaming companies are missing in terms of digging themselves out the hole, being profitable again, keeping it simple for what they do, and being successful at it at the same time? And every company is struggling to get to success. I'm gonna start with you, Deadly. Talk to me, man. Is Capcom like the mentor, and everybody should take a page out their book? What you think?
Let me see. Hold up. Okay, so I'm happy for Capcom. Like, just all this. First of all, shout out to Capcom just for the trailer of Mega Man. I can't wait for that. Like, they've been kind of bullshitting with Mega Man for a minute, but that's another story. But other than that, I kind of knew that Resident Evil would kind of sell. Like, I ain't know it was gonna sell this much, because I know the last one, I think it did like 3 million or something like that, like the first 3 days. But other than that, like, it just make a good game. Stop making these. Just go back to making games. Stop making these Saints Row. And we want the original Saints Row, not the fucking alien dog shit when people was telling you to, hey, make the game.
Yeah.
Don't make this.
Get out of hell.
Right. Fucking trash.
Nobody
so for me,
asked for that.
It's like, okay, and then they put them on every platform. They got it on iPhone. I think with the when they came out with the Village one, it was on iPhone, it was on Stadia, it was on different platforms. So it's like they trying to get their money. They're not like Sony. They trying to get every platform gonna get it. They gonna try to probably put it on leapfrog tablets at this point. And I like that. So for me, it's just like, make a good game and you will have success. Don't make a high guard. Don't make this mid game. Make a real fucking game. No Concords, and stop making these repetitive fucking games. Wow. Sometimes I'll be getting pissed off when I see these games. Sometimes I'm like, you really came out with this? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. I'll be definitely scratching my head like, who?
But no, I'm happy. Like, they said this is one of the best Resident Evil games. So for me, I'm like, I'm kind of shocked at the numbers. I ain't know this was the best selling one like ever. So I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah.
That's good. That's good. Bloody, man. I know you got a good answer because it's a Japanese company.
Oh, is that right? Is that right? That's the only reason I got a good answer, huh? I was like, this hateful son of a gun. Anyways, one I have facts to bring up is the fact of that Capcom had to learn a very hard lesson, as many companies did when they tried to do exclusivity for so long, or keep certain projects off of others. They saw money start hurting. Sega learned its lesson first, and they were the first ones to drop the exclusivity dedicated to being like, hey, we're third party, let's be third party, and have the massive comeback that they did.
Mm-hmm.
Capcom started learning that in the last generation with Street Fighter V, but then turned around and saw that they had success when they made Monster Hunter World, their first multi-platform game,
blew off,
especially in the Monster Hunter and the Monster Hunter franchise, and over a decade, because the last time they made a console version was Monster Hunter 2 on the PS2, and that was a very limited release. When Monster Hunter World became successful on Xbox, on PlayStation, and PC, they started realizing, hey, we could do something with this.
They should have been did that though.
They should have.
That was dumb as hell.
And that's the lesson that Capcom had to learn, right? Resident Evil has always been a stable franchise and one of their biggest successes. However, they had been running into a lot of fatigue at the time, a lot of creative decisions, and they were also running low on money. Resident Evil 6, while successful, was also one of the most controversial entries in the game, because of the fact that it took 5 months to hit 5 million. While Resident Evil 7 was a success and was critically acclaimed, it didn't hit 5 million for 15 months. But a lot of people were excited with what 7 introduced because of the fact that it had a lot of chance to bring in new air.
It also brought
to the series.
It brought the fear factor back.
It did. And that's what I'm saying, is that 7, while taking so long, also helped to revitalize the Resident Evil series. Resident Evil 2 Remake did the same thing. 3, while controversial, took 2 years to hit 5 million. And then they had the success of Village, which also, like 6, did 5 million in 5 months. But the fact is that because the fact that they went back to the drawing board and started focusing on trying to be more original with their entries, and then also really started focusing on remakes on a lot of their projects. We saw Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3, of course, the success of 4, and other games that they started doing. They focused on building up their IPs, made an engine that actually utilized and was able to support all these different games, and were able to actually focus on being creative, unique, and making great games. DMC uses the RE engine. Monster Hunter used the RE engine. Obviously, RE uses their engine and everything else. Requiem absolutely hitting this kind of milestone is amazing to see, with the fact on how much Capcom has been able to turn themselves around over the past 10 years. Because 10 years ago, we thought Capcom was in a horrible position. Yes, they may have had the success of World, but they were still making bad decisions all the way around. Same with like companies like Square Enix and others. So the fact that Capcom is able to make a comeback and say, hey, our most recent entry and our longest running franchise was able to hit 5 million sales in 5 days is nothing to laugh at. That is an amazing comeback, if anything. So I want them to keep seeing this kind of success. I want them to be able to say, hey, we can now do other games and touch our other IPs and hopefully be able to do the same success. I'm happy. I was like, Akumu's been playing Requiem. I've been seeing it. It's phenomenal. I can't wait to play it myself. But the fact is, it's also Resident Evil. I was like, Resident Evil's absolutely been on a comeback within the past 10 years. I was like, it has been now more relevant than even when it first came out back on the original PlayStation 1 almost 3 decades ago.
Okay. My man, my mellow. Get on the mic because you know you eat Jello. People don't even know what that is, right? They like, what the hell is Lemon talking about? Talk to me. Resident Evil Requiem, man.
It's a
And the
couple of
success of
things.
Capcom, period. And being an idol company that people should be looking at them at.
Right. One thing, like it's already been said, it went multi-plat. Hey, why you think a lot of people are moving multi-plat? Because you can sell to more people. That's one. Two, it shows the power of going back to your roots. What was in this game that hadn't been in a couple of Resident Evils? You had Leon. You had some of the original characters playing in a shoot 'em up style monster zombies survival, and like this one, it had a twist to it. One part was more just shoot 'em up, go forward, and the other was a little bit of some stealth elements and other things to it. So they went back to their roots. And I think when you have that, you not only gain new people, but you also bring older generations who used to love this game to come back to it. Like a Resident Evil like Village was a great concept, was a good game. You had your werewolves and everything in there, and but it's just not the same by having your main characters in there and enjoying those games. So I'm glad that it did it. When the trailers first came out, even somebody to me who have played some of those games long time ago, it made me excited for what they showed, and a lot of fans were really excited about the trailer. So I'm not surprised at all that it sold this well, this quick. And like I said, those two things to me, it being multi-plat, and then you have the original characters back in the game. That's just and then now you got the fidelity as far as the visuals and the sound, and you put all that together. I think that's just a winning hand, and I'm so glad that it worked out for him.
Well, I had skipped out on picking up the game because I didn't beat 8, but everybody's telling me on X, everybody I spoke to that's played the game, said, "Oh, you don't really have to play that version to
No.
understand the story because
it's totally different."
Right.
Yeah.
Requiem takes place more after 4 and that 8 was a direct to 7, and that follows more Chris's story and what was the Ethan Winter saga. This is going back into Leon's story and back to the original trilogy. I was like, but you don't need to play 8.
Yeah.
Yes. But you don't need to play 8 to know what's going on in 9.
Right.
So that sounds like a plan. Looks like I'll be picking that up. I'm picking up that and something else this week. It was 2 games I said, you know what, I'm just going to pull the trigger. Might just pull the trigger when I get off the show. But, well, listen, man. I'm excited. I'm a Resident Evil fan. I just want Capcom to stick around. Yeah, it's amazing to see them doing the things they're doing right now. And I'm glad people enjoying it. But just don't go buy a PlayStation 5 Pro to play it, because that shit is the hype train. Digital Foundry should be
You mean that that's more like the dry train?
They should be questioned on some of the things that they be saying sometimes. Because I always challenge them what they say, because I'd be like, yeah, okay, zoom in 500% and tell me the difference. Oh, excuse me, 400%. Oh, I see slight shimmering on her elbows. It's ridiculous. Anyway, GDC is coming up. I was on the phone with my boys. I should have been at GDC, especially being that it's my birthday week. But we
You
celebrate.
get to meet Asha. See there, and you missed out.
Listen, that is my new Twitter handle that's popping up. I don't need to meet Asha. Let her do something first. I ain't champion for nobody until they put in the work.
Yeah, you're not gonna see much for a year.
Helix is not her child.
That is still
not at all.
That is Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond's child. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what she do. Let's see if she aims us in the right direction of greatness for that brand to continue to be successful. Right now, they're being successful because they're killing everybody from eating all over these platforms. But we'll see. But should have
Her
been.
right now, the only thing we're gonna see from her is any projects that or any games that come out within the next 5 years that hasn't already been announced, and what services. After that, maybe next generation and like 10 years, whatever console they have planned, that would be her impact. We'll see then.
So now, with that being said, man, we all know Project Helix was announced this week. There's a multitude of things to talk about. The benefits, the negatives, the positives. We don't know anything. We don't know what it looks like. But I want to go to my man Deadly X. No, I'm going to go to you last. I'm going to go to Bloody first because I got some specific things for you. Bloody, man, how you feeling about the Helix? All the rumors are true. It will have PC storefronts. And, console gamers will get, for who don't want the difficulty of upgrading graphic cards, RAMs, motherboards, power sources. Talk to me. How you feeling about Helix and the direction that Xbox is going, and what do you think the interface is going to be? PC-like or console-like?
I think it's gonna be console-like, but it's gonna have that PC element. Look at the kind of interface that we see on the handheld PCs right now. Things from the ROG Ally, the Legion Lenovo Go, how it kind of has that PC interface, but it still has the apps that are accessible that make it feel console-like. I think that's kind of what we're gonna see. However, I feel that it's gonna prioritize the Xbox console UI right now, while having the ability to switch to an app that'll allow them to pull up those PC storefronts. Especially when you look at something like Steam. Steam has the big theater mode or big TV mode, whatever it's called, which allows it to basically have that same kind of interface where you can use a controller to move around the store and your library. It's not going to be hard to adapt to. I think it's going to be very straightforward. The fact that they already stated that or there's already been talks about unifying the storefronts, console, PC, all that stuff. We've known that's been coming. That's what Sarah Bond was talking about for the longest time. That's why there was so much push for Xbox Play Anywhere. This is honestly a great thing because unlike some people out there, I have a very large PC backlog and a very large PC library because I pick up a lot of games on Steam that are either on sale, games that I'm looking forward to, or games that have been on my list for the longest time, but never had a PC that can run it. Yes, I may have built my PC, right? I have this PC right behind me that I put together. However, doesn't mean that I always want to play on it all the time. Yes, some of them are accessible and have controller support and stuff like that. Doesn't mean I always want to be at my PC to play those games. So having a console that allows me to have the flexibility between being a console as well as being a PC is great. I love that fact because it's going to make it so much easier to access my vast library and be able to play it on a unified system. Secondary is the fact of that because it's pre-built, because it has set specs, has a set goal on what it's going to be capable of, we're going to see a lot more easier transition from console games and PC versions to be unified, because we already saw that with the focus on what this current generation was trying to do with the series consoles, right? It's focusing on DirectX 12 and having that PC architecture that could be translatable between both a console version and a PC version, which is why Xbox Play Anywhere was such a focus. Now they're going to easily be able to see that. There's going to be less reasons for developers to not have a console version, because guess what? The console version is going to be the same as the PC version because they are going to be they are both going to be the very same thing, and they're going to have the same set specs and the same set parameters on what they should be capable of doing. So it's going to help with hopefully bridging that gap on consoles or a console version getting left behind for the Xbox ecosystem, especially at the fact of that they don't make one. Guess what? We're still going to be able to play it anyways because of the fact that there's going to be a PC version. But the fact is that now there's going to be less reason for them to not make it, unless they're basically just actively choosing not to do it, which then allows you to know which developers to support and what not to support, when the fact that there is no difference nowadays. So I'm excited. I want to see more on it and the capabilities of it. First, we already know that more than likely this console is going to be a premium cost because of the fact that it's going to be a premium experience, as well as the cost of anything of this industry right now is going to be costly because of the way the economy is, tariffs and all this other stuff. So I'm expecting it to be a pretty penny for anyone, even for us, right? So I want to see more on it. I know they're going to be talking about it during GDC. I guarantee that we're not going to see a full breakdown or even more of it until potentially the summer when they do their 25th anniversary showcase and all that stuff. But I'm excited.
Okay. Let's go up to the nurse, man. Talk to me. How you feeling about this?
Well, it just depends
You
on
just
what.
became a PC elitist.
Well, not elitist, but it just depends on when they come out, when they say premium experience. If they say it's a premium experience, and what some of the rumors about it being, like a $1,000 gaming console that'll play your PC games, like she said, it'll play your Xbox and your PC games. But when I hear play your PC games, to me that means Steam. And it's not a surprise that Steam will be part of it, because when you get on Steam now, it shows what Xbox games you have already.
Yeah.
When you open up your Xbox, it shows what Steam games you have already. They already, now they're not having it where it's cross-platform stuff now just yet, but it already shows and it's working together already. And if it's going to be a PC, pretty much a PC hybrid, then there should be no problem for it to play Steam. And if you're going to charge 1,000, even some people's rumoring $1,200, if I get me in another year or two a console PC hybrid that can play my Xbox games plus my Steam games for that price, it would be a steal for most people, because most people, to have a high-end PC to play whatever games they want to, $1,200 is like half of what they spend.
No.
If not less.
Like a
$1,200
like a
is
third.
No. $1,200 ain't even getting you in the door.
That's why I said it's like a third.
It's really a
of what you
third,
would
but I'm
need.
just saying, if you can part it out, but I'm just saying nowadays, now with these prices going up, $1,200 will won't even give you get you a graphics card.
Shit.
And half of the
$1,200 is going to be a low end pre-built.
Yo, Scrub, before these prices, $1,200 ain't shit.
I know it ain't. I'm just saying, that's why I said half or less, and I'm using some of the examples. Like my pre-built, like what I've been saying for the last 2 or 3 months. The way prices are going, pre-builts are going to be the way to go, because they have these workarounds with these parts producers where the prices are cheaper. So you will get a cheaper pre-built right now than parting out all the stuff with the way the RAM prices are. Like my gaming laptop is a little over 3 G's. It does everything I need. It has all the parts, and it works great. If I parted everything out that's in this laptop, it would cost me more than what this laptop is. So if you get a Xbox PC hybrid that will give you enough to be able to play your PC games and your console games at a high fidelity, and say, like I said, let's just say $1,100 or $1,000, that is a steal. Not in the future, that's a steal right now.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's a steal right now. So, and that's just going off of rumors. We don't know what it's going to be and what it's going to price, because look, like the Steam machine, we still don't even have a price on that. And that is,
I know what the price is. It's trash.
Well, I'm just saying the parts that they have right now, it's not gonna be worth the price that they're gonna put out. So we know that.
Those specs
We know,
is
and there's a
terrible.
lot of stuff we're not gonna be able to play on it because Linux based versus Windows, all that good stuff. But in the future, if this comes out to be what a lot of this rumor is, it's going to be a steal, even though the price is going to be crazy high, 1,000 or 1,200. If you're able to play both at a pretty decent fidelity. Now, if you were just saying, "Oh, it's just a console and only play console games for $1,000 or $1,200," because I don't want folks to say, "Oh, well, because Xbox said it was going to do this, you just came for Xbox." No, if it was just a console coming out for this price, I'd be saying, "Hell no, that's ridiculous." But if you have your console to play those PC games with a great fidelity, it is a steal. It really is a steal because you're going to have best of both worlds. You wouldn't be at high end settings, but if you can get some medium with some high settings and play these video games, and you can switch around and play with your settings like you can with the PC to play the game like you want to, it's a steal. It is.
Deadly, man, talk to me. You've been playing on PCs for years. You know what I'm saying?
This might be a long one. So I gotta start from the beginning. So for me, I always had like Nintendo, and then I had an N64, Sega, PlayStation, yada yada. So in the 90s, I never had really a computer. I couldn't really afford it. So we had a web TV. I remember when Microsoft, Bill Gates said, "Hey, I want to buy that company." So it went from web TV to MSN TV. So that was around the time when people was on IRC and MIRC, super old school, and basically they had this podcast on web TV, and I was listening to it. They was basically like, "Hey, we working on something. I don't know if it's gonna." They basically wanted Xbox to be a PC. That was always the goal for Bill Gates, to make it a PC. So now,
yeah, he wanted Windows on it.
right.
Yeah.
So now was one of them things. They was like, I don't know about that. Let's just make it simple, make it to a console, call it a day. So fast forward, here we are now. So now they actually making the new thing a PC. So you have like stuff like the Steam machine. I'm looking at it like, okay, it looked pretty good, but what's the price? Oh, y'all gonna price it like a PC. But the thing about that is, around Black Friday, I seen PCs that was way cheaper than that. They had a 5060 for $499, a pre-built, not just the graphic card. They had a pre-built everything. And I'm like, oh, that's way better. And if I wanted to, let's just say I'm a super nerd and I want to put the Steam OS on it, I could do that. But if I'm a casual gamer, I'm just gonna stick with the Windows. So why would I get something like that and I can get something cheaper and more powerful? Make it make sense. It's already dead on arrival. So now, so now you're better off getting a regular PC. And for me, the only way the new Xbox can even get like catered to, like, I already know it's gonna cater to people that's in the Xbox ecosystem. For me, it's like, how can you gravitate and get PlayStation people and even PC people like myself? I know I'm gonna get it just off the simple fact that if it can run natively GTA 6, like an emulator or something like that, I'm good to go. Because guess what? The Steam machine ain't gonna be running no Fortnite and all the other games.
Call of Duty,
so
Battlefield.
Right. So for me, this has always been Bill Gates' like dream of the console. It should have been. It should have been just a PC. So if it actually happened, if they have like, you can natively play these games, because they can make their own emulator.
Yeah.
They got an emulator. I think the 360 one that just came out on the cell phone. So and that's why I think even with the Microsoft CEO, he was so upset that they canceled making the cell phone, because remember the Windows cell phones, they could have been killing the game right now, because now you can play Android on Windows. And I can see that would have been a big thing for them, even with the AI and everything else. So for me, it's like the best thing to get right now. And people say, oh, it costs too much. The same guys that will get a PS5 Pro, the same guys that will get a VR, if you calculate all that together, you're basically paying for an Xbox. So for me, if you can run these games natively, your 360 catalog, it can't be cloud. Cloud is cool, and cloud is getting better. I think it's in 1080p or something like that.
1440p.
Yeah, which is cool. But some people want to play, play it natively because I know how the people on X.com gonna be talking, the fake gamers. Oh, we didn't want that. What are we talking about? Y'all don't even play games. So for me, if it can run natively and y'all got every platform on there, Steam, Epic Games, it's a win. I'm gonna get this. Gonna be the first time I actually get a console where it's like, all right, I'm done with Well, I'm not gonna be done with PC, but it's gonna make me say, yo, I need to get that.
For sure, it's gonna make you want to get it. That's too enticing when you have the best of both worlds.
Right.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, let's get it cracking. Let me tell you what the hot fire is. The simplicity for console gamers to play PC games. The simplicity. Because most people that don't want to have these rigs, whether it's high end, low end, medium range, you do have to have PC know-how. Just can't get into PC gaming because we all know here you want everything to be done for you automatically, and some things just are not. Some people might have a good PC and don't know how to up that fidelity and get it where it needs to be. These softwares supposed to analyze your hardware and take advantage of stuff you got and make it do it automatically. Hey, we know it don't work like that. It's supposed to, but it don't. Now, if you got a console, which basically, if you got an Xbox handheld or Asus handheld, any one of them, Iron Neos or the MSI Claws, any of those devices are basically what they're building at more power. That's what you're gonna have. Okay? Now, the interface, I don't know. I think it's going to be more driven towards console. They're trying to make that system unified. I told everybody before October, or by the end of October, we're going to have the the Xbox experience on everything. And we're there. It hasn't even been 10 months. And they've got that thing on everything. So they're working towards that future. But the simplicity for console gamers to jump in and play. Don't got to worry about upgrades. Don't got to worry about RAM. It's simple. And you still can go to the Steam store, the Epic store, the Battle.net store, the GOG
with big
store.
picture mode.
Yes. You listen. This is a win-win. That's why Sony pulling their stuff. They don't want to see that shit over there, but this is the rude awakening, chat. You'll be able to play Spider-Man when this shit drops on your Xbox.
I mean, if they're in the process of trying to pull all their stuff from PC, then they're not gonna allow that.
Yeah, they're not doing that shit. They're gonna do something.
Listen, they're not pulling old games. They're just not putting new ones.
They're not gonna put new ones on.
Steam because don't allow that.
I would love them to try to do that goofy shit.
They don't allow that. So people that buy this system will go home and welcome to the Spider-Verse, the God of War verse, the
Miles Morales.
Listen, that's why they pull it, because they know that's going to happen. They're not going to go out there and say, we're pulling our games from Steam. Steam will never let them come back.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to ruffle those feathers. But listen, my Xboxers, you officially got Spider-Man when this system drops. The first game you should buy is Spider-Man.
All of them.
Listen.
Buy it now while it's on sale.
Listen, I'm telling y'all the truth. You could listen, this is a beautiful thing. This is the first time that we'll be able to have this in homes and consoles. These handhelds are the prime example. You plug them to your TVs, you just go. You use your Game Pass, you just go. I'm kind of mad Sony pulling their games from PC because I only had to buy one machine.
That's what Sony do though.
Now I have to go back to buying. I got to do multiple unboxings. I could have just unboxed this game and said, I'll get everything on PlayStation on this. They didn't want to see that. They knew that
That's
was
the
gonna
only
happen.
reason. That's the only reason to buy a PS5 Pro now is because they're not putting the games on PC. That's the only way.
Antonio, I do know games get delisted. I said Sony's not doing that. I didn't say games don't get delisted. Games get delisted on Xbox and PlayStation. Has nothing to do with PC. But I know Sony's not doing that. They should. Because it's going to be a lot of people. Yo, what's the first thing?
It's going to be too much backlash.
Listen, you know how many people picked up the Xbox Ally X and the first thing they did was play Spider-Man?
A lot of people.
So many people. Yo, listen.
True.
Yo,
that was a feature.
Listen.
That was a feature. Was to be able to do that. That's a feature.
Yo, I didn't see them pulling it from that. It's happening already. And what you think gonna happen when these mofos get in their home? They're gonna say, you know what? I'm buying Spider-Man. Yeah, it's happening already. So they need to get the delisting then because it's already happened. Stellar Blade, all that stuff is playing on that Xbox handheld. Just saying.
And really, PlayStation don't want to lose that money. It's still a sale. It's still a sale. It's still a sale.
That's great. Yo, the Microsoft store, but you can get it. I think you can get it online or something.
Or Best Epic Buy. Games and all that other stuff, just certain stuff. But
I just know that this is a good time to be a gamer. I just want these stories of the layoffs and all that stuff to stop. Hopefully the drama will stop, the bathrobes and all kind of this shit getting crazy out here.
That shit sound crazy.
That shit sound crazy.
That sound wow.
Just listen, man. Something got to give. Something got to stop. But that Xbox, they're gonna talk. This is why I was on the phone last night talking to my guy Cognito. I should have left. Yeah, I should have left. But anyway, it's a good time to be a gamer. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, keep your and keep your anticipation to, tamper your expectations, man. Tamper your expectations because next week GDC is a big thing. It's really a tech convention, a tech talk convention. So try to get it weeded out. I will be doing videos on the conversations being had and try to say it in layman terms because they're going to be really crazy with it. But let's just hope, the industry is moving forward. That's what you want to see at GDC, not just Xbox. I know you Xbox people just want to see Helix.
I don't think as much going to even be talked about Helix. I don't even think much is going to be talked about it.
The itinerary, they're talking about Helix, huh?
Well, I'm just saying they'll talk about it, but to go in the details of what all is going to be done, they might, but they got so much time that it ain't like they're going to announce it. Here's the game.
I'm going to tell you why I think they're going to talk about it. Why the hell would you say that right before GDC?
So
folks, they're gonna get questions.
Have buzz about it. Yeah.
Listen,
so it'll be buzz.
Right before GDC, you announced that? Come on, bro. That's kind of crazy. And
it is Microsoft.
Well,
they are bad at marketing.
That is a fact. Can't debate that.
Yo, listen, that is a fact. But I'm gonna say this.
Can't even debate that.
Nobody knew what this lady was gonna do, Miss Asha. She said Helix, she is the savior already from one word.
Yeah.
Did you see Twitter?
That she had nothing to do with.
Right. She said, we're going to be talking about Project Helix. Dude said the logo fire. The logo is fire. The whole internet. I said, it's all right.
That was ridiculous about the logo is fire.
I was like,
but here's the thing.
Y'all easy, man.
Exactly. But the thing that got me when she said it is she said you'll be able to play your Xbox games and PC games. That tells you what it's gonna do already.
They already gave it. Yeah,
they already tell you what it's gonna do.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. She already won. Everybody was like, yo, she gotta prove to me. Helix, oh no, she's the queen. She's the
exactly. queen. Off of what somebody else was doing that quick.
I said, yo, right, acting like $2 hoes, Joby. Yo, I said, y'all suckers. Y'all suckers.
Hey, but that's what she get paid to do, to get eyeballs and get folks to subscribe. That's what she was doing with the other companies she worked with. So,
listen, that's
all she has to do.
If that works, it works.
One word. Come on, man. Dudes are easy. Y'all suckers. What happened to the judge and jury? Everybody like, no. She goes free. She killed 10 people, no problem. She didn't kill 12. She's good. Yeah, all right. Whatever, man. But that's our show, man. Deadly. Welcome back.
I appreciate it, man, having me on the
I
show, man.
appreciate
Make sure
you.
y'all follow me on Instagram too, man. Keep it mild TV. Follow me on TikTok too. Keep it mild TV, and that's pretty much it.
Yo, send it to my Twitter, man. So next time I could throw it up. I could throw it up. You should have told me that. I didn't know you had
I
it.
appreciate it.
Yeah, come on, man. We gotta support each other.
I'm everywhere. I'm on MySpace. I'm on Black Planet. Just holler at your boy. I'm in.
He said Black Planet and MySpace.
I'm still there.
Yo, this motherfucker crazy. But listen, we gotta get out of here. Cause I got a baby shower. I gotta go downstairs to attend to. My people's having a baby shower in my spot. Okay. Tommy's brother, Bloody, having a baby shower.
Yeah. Yo,
listen,
send Tommy my best, bruh.
Yeah, I'm going down there and messing with him right now. Yo, listen, Bloody, where can they find you? What you got coming up next? And when are you streaming butt naked with baby oil on? You know how you do.
See, that stream right there. It's coming, but they got to pay for it. I'm just saying. I was like,
OnlyFans page.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
it's exclusive like PlayStation.
Exactly, it's exclusive. I was like, they gotta pay to play that one. All right. I was like, I'll give you my Cash App, my Venmo, and my PayPal, whichever way you want to play.
No, I'm gonna slide my bank card through your ass cheeks. Don't worry about it. I got you.
It's all right. I got a reader in there too. You can tip me any way you got to.
He said I got a reader in there too.
Oh my God. He said he got a square.
You're damn right.
Oh Lord.
Yo, Bloody, what can he find?
Listen, I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna say that. All right. I'm gonna get paid for it. They can find me on all the platforms. They can find me over on Instagram, on Twitch, here on YouTube. I was like, and of course over on Twitter, all that Bloody Nugs. I was like, make sure you follow me on all the platforms. I will be streaming later tonight on YouTube and on Twitch, where I'll be finishing up Creasoul, a horror game that came out recently. And then tomorrow, y'all want to make sure y'all follow me on. It is not. It is Spanish. Thank you. Shut up. Okay. Make sure that you're following me because tomorrow I will be jumping into, because I've been waiting for this game for like over a year. I'll be jumping into Slay the Spire 2, probably one of my favorite indie titles that I have way too much time in. I'm finally going to be jumping into the sequel. So that's going to be super exciting. So if you're into deck builders, roguelites, all that good stuff, I was like, I'll be jumping into that. And depending on, I may have a guest with me. Baby Dragon will be joining me potentially. Me and him are going to be doing the co-op of it. So make sure y'all check that out. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff planning up here soon. So yeah, I was like, help me get up to 1,000 on YouTube so y'all can start supporting your boy more. I was like, it'd be the world to me. But other than that, yeah, you already know what to do.
Yeah. Nope, I'm not gonna say it. Just that's my Instagram. Please follow that at 108_Dragons TV. Please get the numbers back up, because that's where I post all my new stuff that people got coming out. That is the main platform. Even though I'm on Instagram and TikTok, that is the platform if you want to know what's going on, what's coming up next. Remember, at the end of the month, for subscribers only and those that follow on Twitter, you will be entered for a chance to win Crimson Desert. Bloody. Yep. And Deadly. I'm watching you two motherfuckers. No dummy accounts. I'm watching you motherfuckers.
Why would I do that?
See, that ain't fair. Hard Geek come on the show all the time, and he won like 15 different times.
And you see,
I can't be Kevin Durant. I can't have 100 accounts.
And you know what's crazy? You see, I stopped that spinning shit, right? I stopped that shit because he won like 3 times literally. I said, yo, I'm not gonna even add your name in there. Like, that shit is crazy. He has like he's the nicest guy in the world, but he's also lucky as fuck. Shit. And we live, Deadly. He won live 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah.
You said in a row?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and he was on the show and won.
Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start disqualifying friends because that was crazy. But he supports. He supports. You know,
he supports a lot of people. So
he sent me $100 for my birthday on the stream, super chat.
Shit, fuck it.
He supports. We might be doing a birthday stream next week. We might not be doing it Saturday though. It might be during the week, but we gonna get turned up. I'll take all drinks shots sent to me. We get drinks around here. Shout out to my boy Scrub to the nurse. What you got coming up next? PC Elitist Junior.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be busy before I get off. For all of y'all, if y'all got something to do in the morning, please remember to make sure your clocks are set for daylight saving time because it's going forward an hour. And the only reason why I make sure that I need to know that because I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and drive 4 hours away because I got a gig tomorrow evening. So I'm gonna be busy as hell. So
tell the ladies where they can find you besides the strip club.
I'll be South Louisiana, so I have to holler at y'all. I'll be playing at a casino. But anyway,
Let's go. We need some footage. You need to post some footage.
Well, yeah, I got to start getting a tripod and all that stuff. I don't have.
Damn.
I don't have a roadie to just go around walking and taking pictures of me. But yeah, you can find me on Twitch. That's scrub_nurse. You find me on Twitter. That's Scrub Nurse with the number 3 behind it. I appreciate y'all checking us out each week. Shout out to the replay gang wherever you are. We appreciate it. We got over 60 likes today. That was awesome. We definitely appreciate that. It was a good stream. The last couple of weeks, the numbers been going up and up, so we definitely appreciate that. We talk about games. We try to have fun. Like I said, it's your birthday weekend. I'll be also playing down south next Saturday too. But you know, if I'm available during the birthday stream, I'll jump on as well. So we'll check y'all on the next go round. Y'all take it easy.
Listen, man. Thank everybody for pulling up tonight. You've been amazing. Thanks to people on Facebook for pulling up, getting in them comments too. Twitch TV, appreciate y'all, man. We had a great showing. Appreciate those likes. It helps the channel tremendously. Something so simple keeps you in that algorithm. So I appreciate that. I appreciate all the super chats and the members that always pull up and stay focused and continue this journey with your boy Lemon. And yes, we might be starting the campaign Road to Gamescom. So I'm gonna let y'all know what's gonna happen in the next couple of months. I'm going to bring that to you. Remember, the end of March, I will be at PAX, and after that, I will be giving away the game Crimson Desert. But you got to do
to Scrub Nurse.
Crimson Desert, and he giving away Concord. He just lost 20 subscribers.
Yo, listen, man, but as I always say, I want you to bring your game and not your sorry-ass name. And those are the facts. And we'll see y'all next week, hopefully. If I could stand up after drinking. Everybody have a good night, man. Thank you for the birthday shout-outs. But it's really Thursday, but I celebrate the whole damn month. Facts.